Hey, welcome in, everybody. Figure I can go live for an hour or so. Hey, beautiful. How are you doing, Steph Tone? I want to know. I just love you. And the reason why I
Oh, well,
do is
thank
because you have a lot of wisdom, and I actually take a lot of your advice that you give to people.
well, thank you. I just
Just so
try to
you
see
know.
things open.
Yeah,
I try to be very open minded. I try to be
you
as
do, and
adult
that's
as
what
I
I.
can.
Yeah, you do, and that's what I love so much about you. Seriously, I do. You're so level-headed and you put things in different perspective, and I just thought I'd let you know. I just adore you.
Well, thank you. Well, like I said, a lot of you guys really helped me through my day, believe it or not.
Oh, well, I'm glad we were
So,
able to. As you guys do for me, I think. I think we're all here for a reason.
invite Nellie and
Yeah.
Born.
Hey, Susan, my beautiful queen. I love Susan too. Oh my God, I love Susan too.
uh, oh, I hit K-Mac too, but she'll come or she won't.
Yeah, that's fine. I like K Mac. She follows me. I follow her. I have no issues. Like, I love that she stuck to her word about the whole Myra thing. That gave I have mad respect for that.
Yep. Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good
Oh,
morning, everyone.
there's my Susie.
Hi, Susan. That's my
Hey
Susan.
guys, how you doing?
Good, Miss
Apparently,
Susan.
we're
How are
fighting
Susan,
over
you?
you, Susan.
you're mine,
Hey,
Susan.
what?
I'm like, there's my
Jessica's
Susan. She goes, that's
day.
my
Jessica's
Susan.
day.
Oh, I love you guys.
Oh, well, we love you, Susan. You always bring joy to our panel.
Yep.
Thank
Susan, it's
you.
Jessica's day. Say hi,
Oh, it
Jessica.
is?
Yes, it's Jessica's
Okay.
day. We
All
support Jessica.
right.
Yep,
I can
today's
get with
Jessica.
that.
Yep, today's Jessica's day. Well,
I can
every
get
day's
with
her
that.
day. Today,
Yep.
every day is her day. Let's make that clear. But we're really, really, really going hard today for her.
Yep.
Well,
Okay.
Susan may not know uh, the
Oh,
story.
Yeah, I don't
oh,
know the story. I've been kind of out of the. I wasn't on
Tell
very much yesterday, put it that way.
me neither, Susan. Don't
How
worry.
are how are you feeling, Miss Susan?
I'm awesome. Thank you so much.
Good. Did you have
Oh,
a good
there's
Fourth of
Mimi.
July?
I did nothing. I sat home and chilled in the 70-degree air conditioning.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I watched some movie. I
who's
caught
my
up on my
Mimi?
shows.
Hey,
But
Mimi.
yeah, what's going on? Hey,
Hi,
Mimi,
ladies.
Susan, what
there's
happened
Mimi.
yesterday? You know what happened with Sal, right? Which is horrible. Well, there, Jessica's our friend, and she was telling them, the person they're calling a hero might totally was trying to ruin her life. She's trying to take her kids, trying to get her food. Anyway, they up there, and they said they don't care what happened to Jess. They don't like her. Sal said that she does not care about
Exactly,
Jess.
because this was all a
Yeah,
setup. Wait until
yeah.
you guys hear
So
the
today
entire
is Jess's
7 hours
day
of the
through
call.
then.
Wait
Yep,
All
till
it's
you
right,
guys
Jessica's
hear. Let me
all
ask
right.
you.
I'm
Have
willing to
you
hear it.
have
I
you
mean, I
heard the
know what I've
call,
already
Mimi?
heard. Like I
No, but
said,
I've heard what happened during that call, and I heard how Elena and Myra were sitting there on him for over an hour, telling him all these terrible things that Sal's was doing. And it's okay. You're safe here. Just tell us how you feel. It's okay to cry. It's okay to vent. She's doing all these things. Isn't this horrible? She's doing all these things. It's okay. Just vent in private. I'm ascertaining a lot
Oh
more of what happened.
wow.
And the more I hear, the more it's disgusting and it was a fucking setup.
Now I didn't hear that part.
I
Let
Unless
me
didn't
you heard
ask you
that
either.
guys
last
something. I
part.
want
I
you
didn't
guys
hear
to think
that.
about it this way. Somebody comes out with a story. Oh my God, this guy went into a bank and he robbed the bank. Can you believe it? He robbed the bank. He stole all this money. He's terrible. Oh my God, he robbed the bank. And that's all the context that matters, right?
Hmm. Nope.
What
That's
about
not.
if that guy was sent in there because they kidnapped his family and they were holding his family for ransom? What about that's what everybody needs to think about is the context around it. Because the context surrounding what led him up to breaking down and crying as a man breaking down and crying, because that's what you heard was tears.
Are we
And then
going to
him
play it?
venting in what he thought was a safe. I'm begging for them to bring it out because all I've heard is everybody's version of what actually happened.
Okay. Well,
It's poor Sal. That's all that matters to some people. Poor Sal.
I implore Sal's, I implore K-Matt, whoever has the entirety of it, put it out.
But Sal's doesn't even have the entirety of it. She said that
She
yesterday.
changed it. First, she said she did have the
Yeah,
entire
a lot of
thing.
stuff.
Oh,
And
I
then
didn't
when
know
it was
that.
said that she had vulnerable moments of Chewy and private business that his that she shouldn't have, then it changed that she only had different clips.
I want to hear it.
I do too.
I
I
mean,
do
like I
too.
said, I'm going
Well,
off face value.
now
I haven't heard
I want to
anything.
hear
I
it.
think we have the right to know what it
I don't
is.
know what would drive a man to want to, let's see, unalive
Harm-
someone.
Talk about a
harm
woman like
someone?
that's horrible.
Yeah, harm someone
So
like
yeah,
that.
when I hear it, maybe I'll think differently, but I doubt it.
Yeah,
Just
I
putting that
didn't-
out there. But I do feel bad for Jess. She's trying to make it right. I do know that.
No, what they did to Jess is wrong. I don't care.
Yeah.
Myra,
What it's
Myra
Yeah, I feel
was
bad for
trying to
Jess.
destroy Jessica. Myra's trying to, and it's all right because Myra's helping them, but Myra is destroying Jessica. Nobody wanted to hear it. Sal don't care. It's just about her. They don't care. It's just Casey said she didn't know about it. She knew about it and said she didn't care about it. So no, screw them. It's wrong.
Justice for Jess.
I'm gonna jump down before I get myself into trouble.
Oh,
You're
Jan,
you're not going to
you're
get yourself
good.
into trouble on that. You know, you stress out of it.
well, I've seen the physical proof of what Myra did to Jessica Ann, and it's horrid. Horrid.
What did she do to Jessica? Can you refresh everyone's memory?
She literally tried to find someone in the UK to get her housing taken away. Now she has to stay at home with her disabled son.
Okay.
Try to get her housing taken away, try to get her foods taken away, her support from the UK. She has literally tried to go find pictures of her and make them worse than they are.
Well, this is crazy. That's craziness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just can't believe how
don't-
people have forgotten about that, and for people have forgotten about like the past year of what's happened, you know, in this entire situation.
Don't forget making comments about her saying that I'm going to, make it so bad where you're going to have to sell yourself to feed your kids.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
crazy.
my eyes were watering when I was listening to Jess talk. Like it as a woman to hear that, like what the struggles and the fears she had. She was trembling, Susan, trembling. You could hear it.
Oh. Yeah, I know Jess is very upset, and that makes me sad for her. But I didn't know that Myra's doing all this to her. That's
Not
really
even that
messed
close
up.
with Jess. I've never been that close with Jess, but I remember the story
Yeah,
and I
me
remember what
either.
happened.
Yeah, I've only shared
Just
you
like
know,
people
space with her on
apparently
panels.
have amnesia about the past 9-10 months of Salzardi going after
Well, for
Chewy
me,
and everybody else repeatedly. Like, you guys don't remember every single live she's been on every day for the past 9 months?
No, I don't.
well,
I'm
from
sorry.
what I understand, Myra did something similar with
I don't
Nellie
even know
and
who
Lola
Myra
and
is.
Adrian. She
I don't-
stays in the background, but I hear she has several accounts. She
Okay.
has a Google Drive on everybody.
Damn.
She looks
Well, that's messed
everybody
up.
in.
Who goes
From my
that far?
understanding is she looks everybody up in this community and has all your information. She weasels into certain little cliques, like Chewy and Rose was her latest. I
She
feel
even
like
was my moderator for a while. She tried to like buddy up and seem so sweet and so kind and like what's always being helpful to me, but I was like,
when
Damn.
she when she is either about to get exposed or things are falling apart for her or she gets everything that she wants or needs from a little friend group, she tries to weasel into another one, and she does it by making a big outburst like what she did with Jess and them, because it was Jess, Myra, um, Casey May, Amy. Hi, Miss Amy. Speaking of the devil.
Oh shit! I didn't know I was on panel. I'm so
No,
sorry.
no, you know more of Jess's story than anybody. I don't want to get it wrong, so make sure that I'm putting in everything bad about Myra out there. I want everybody to be aware of what kind of person, what kind of human being this woman is. In my opinion, Susan, and you know that I'm probably one. I'm level-headed. I'm not going to say I'm one of the most, but I'm level-headed. To
Yeah.
me, she's more evil than Skip.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I don't know her. I know her about as well as I know Skip. Like, not at all.
See, the thing with Myra is me, Jess, and Myra, we were all very close. We'd call ourselves like the Three Musketeers. Like we were always together. If we weren't on panels together, we were in a Discord together. We were friends on Facebook. We'd ring each other all the time. Like if we had a problem, we'd ring the group chat and we'd all speak it out, whatever. So we were all very, very close. And we spoke to each other about all our personal lives. She had obviously images of my children, Jessica's children. So we were all very, very close. And I don't even know, I can't even remember exactly what kicked it all off. I think there was like a disagreement between everything with Pug Lady. Like we didn't agree with some of the stuff that Myra was saying in regards to Pug Lady's drinking. But anyway, doesn't matter about all that. But we then found out that Myra was actually recording all of our phone calls, private phone calls. Like we might not have even been on about anything on TikTok. It could have just been talking about our personal lives, and she apparently recorded all those phone calls for her own keepsake, I guess. There was one time herself and Jess were having a disagreement, and Myra asked to have a conversation with Jess. Jess asked me to come and be in that call with her, which I did, and I basically had to tell Myra to leave her alone, to stop shouting at her. She made Jess cry. I started screaming, like basically telling Myra to shut the fuck up, you know, because the way she was speaking to Jess, it was belittling her. It was absolutely horrendous.
Oh.
A few weeks went on then, and we let everything go, and then all of a sudden we started getting messages from Karen that Myra has been secretly watching Jess's lives, recording them, saying that she's going to put herself into a fat suit with a red wig, strap cash to her.
Oh
She
my
was calling her
God.
she was calling her Muffin Top Manson. She was calling Jessica's partner a deadbeat. She was looking up information, trying to find out what benefits Jess was getting to see if she can get them taken away from her. She was trying to look up, basically, was it okay for Jessica's partner to be living with her while she was on these benefits? What else was there? She was trying to look up websites to see if there was any snoods of Jess anywhere, so she could, I don't know, use them for her own entertainment, I guess. But yeah, it's been a lot. And for people to sit up and say that they've not heard her speak on this before is utterly ridiculous, because when it did happen, Jess did come out and speak about it. She also showed the full screen recording of all these messages in Casey's Discord, because I was there on that call. It's a lot, guys.
When, she come to Sal's rescue with this whole Chewy thing, with this 12-minute clip. They were, oh, praise Myra,
Yeah.
and you've got pretty much a stalker supposedly, bringing out another, Chewy, and we're like, wait a minute, how are you going to have a villain, pretty much an evil person, and now you're championing them because they, brought this out about Chewy? And when it was brought to Sal's attention, Sal's words were, I don't care what happened to Jess. I don't like Jessica.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what made me go live yesterday after watching this. It really upset me because Jess did show that she cared about Sal's.
Yeah,
And
I
for
got that
Sal
too.
then to
I got that
say-
too, Aim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then for Sal's to sit up on that panel and say, I don't have room for this, I don't have room to care. That upset me.
Well, okay. Yeah, I felt bad for Jess too.
Yeah.
But
It's just
because
before anybody gets on any bandwagon, it's important to know all of the details and the things that I'm hearing now, the things that are coming out. And again, this is a 7-hour phone call that we heard 7 minutes of, 10 minutes of. And from what the other people in that call are saying, it wasn't just Chewy flipping out. It wasn't him he didn't just threaten her to threaten her. He was baited and told she's doing this, she's doing that. It's okay. Just say how you feel. And I'm not excusing what he said, but
Well,
listen,
did they
I'm
supply him
43 years
proof
old.
of what Sals was saying?
What's that?
Did they supply proof of what was being said? Or was he just going off of them saying, oh, Sals is doing this, Sals is doing that, as you just said?
Exactly. And then
But-
he had a moment of
Still,
vulnerability.
it- but
Did
Being
he
vulnerable
say-
and speaking.
Did he say, before I lose my mind, can you send me clips?
But y'all,
not?
it's still, listen, even though he was baited, that was horrible what he said, Mimi.
What nobody is saying that what he said is okay.
But-
Okay.
No,
okay.
and I get that,
was-
but
I
what
was
you're
freaking
saying
out. I
is,
was
oh,
thinking
he
you
was
thought it
baited. But before I'm baited to that point, man, I want to say, hey, can you send me clips? That's what I'm asking. In that 7-hour live, did they send him clips?
That's what we need to see.
We don't know.
I want
Okay.
to see what they exactly said to him to get that man to break down to the point where he was in tears crying and then flipped out like that.
Chewy
Well,
said something
Mom,
awful,
If
Jen.
that's not important to you guys, then that's not important to you guys.
well,
Well,
my
But
only
it
thing
is
is,
important to me.
if
I
I'm on
mean,
a
before you
call,
say you're going to unalive someone and grape them, I would want proof before I
well,
said
no,
that.
I understand, but at the same time, Susan, keep in mind the have his way with her conversation was separate than the 7-hour call. But
That wasn't the same thing.
when because I was listening to that going on live, I wasn't on the same panel as him, but he was listening to what Sal's was saying, and yes, that was horrible. I did not take it as a great thing. I took it as a torture thing, but I was told I was wrong, and that's okay. I took it as I'm gonna have my way with you, like pluck your fingernails off and torture you kind of deal.
You always did say that, Steph.
I did, but
Yeah.
I
I took
Nelly
it as a
took it
break.
as smexable. Yeah, and
I
so
did
did
too.
Bourne. And that's okay. We can look at it on different, aspects of it. But it was still wrong what he said. But the 7-hour call, if it is all right, that's why I hate Discord. You got 5-10 people on a phone call, and if I'm on a call with Bourne and I'm bitching about my husband, and I'm like, that mother, da, 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 and I'm a hit him in the head with a frying pan and da 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 da, and I mean just venting like you do to friends. If it was like that and then it was leaked, friends know friends. Bourne knows I would never take a skillet to anybody's head.
Seriously,
But
yeah.
but me venting, being
Mhm.
upset is one thing. Now, if that's the case and Mimi is telling the truth and I hear it, I still won't condone what was said. I may
Correct.
understand it, but I won't condone it. I still
Correct.
don't.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm not excusing what Chewy said. It was wrong. But also, I'm old enough to realize when people get pushed to a certain point, and especially if they're being told, listen, we see she's doing this and this and this and that now. Oh my God, what is all this? How do you feel? How do you feel about this?
You
Let us
know
know.
what,
Vent to us. Just
Mimi?
tell us.
Mimi, it comes to a point where like you gotta just tell people like when I like okay, and everybody's different, and I'm not saying how he should feel, think, act, or whatever, but I know like when I don't like somebody or whatever, I'm just like F it, and then I'll tell people, look, I don't even want to hear about that person. Don't I don't care.
Exactly.
Blog the person, whatever. Like I don't let shit get. Okay, I'm gonna give you another example. Like when I used to hang out with Rose and Chewy when I first got on TikTok, okay, and people would freak out because I'm related to Gypsy, and that's the other side. But me,
Hey,
that's not.
Wilson.
I didn't care about that because they were nice to me. They were good. They were good people to me. Okay. Well, all of a sudden, one day, they stopped having anything to do with me. But hey, that's fine. They blocked me, whatever. Never questioned it. Never went around talking about them.
When did we
Never.
see the proof that people actually showed up at Sal's house that were sent from Chewy and Rose?
Wait, what?
What did she
She's
just
made
say?
these claims like people have showed up to her house that Chewy and Rose have sent, and that Rose went to Florida seeking
I
her
didn't
out.
hear that.
Where
I mean, I
were
don't know.
all of
I
those
didn't
things
really.
actually proven?
Uh,
Oh, thank you.
I'm
Oh,
asking.
mean chick Carrie, thank you. Um, I don't know. I didn't hear that myself. I didn't hear
that
that.
she
I
was
mean,
going
you
to
told me
their
this the
house.
last time. I'm going to go off what you said. Like I said before, I'm just going off of face value, what I've heard so far until I hear that he
TC, get a different
apologizes at
one.
the least. Has he at least apologized for what he said?
No,
Yeah. No. Okay.
no. From what I heard, he said pretty
But
much
he
F
did,
it.
though, Born.
Oh,
There
he
was a
did?
second phone call where he did go in and
Oh,
apologize.
okay. I'm sorry. Well, I don't
Yeah.
know
No,
nothing about
play
it.
it.
Immediately
Let's
after
hear
that
it.
7 hour call, there's another call in
Let
Discord
her
where
up.
he goes in even apologizing to them about the way he overreacted.
Well, I'm not gonna get involved
But
with
I
all
mean,
of it. I
nobody's heard
just
it, so
know.
he could have come out and said, "Hey, I hear this is going around," and blah 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 blah
It
blah.
was that same
Apology.
night. It was the same night of the call before it was ever sent out,
Where's
released,
the
given to
video on
Sal's.
that? Or the recording on him? Where's the recording on everything?
That's
I
what
just
I
want
keep
to say,
saying. But no, everybody
Mimi,
else is like, it doesn't matter.
I'm gonna drop down. Thank you for having me up.
Oh, hey, Amy,
Okay,
what's up,
Amy.
buddy?
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Amy.
Amy.
Bye, Amy.
Bye, babe.
Like I said, my thing is I don't agree with it, and after considering, it took me a good 12 hours to come to the realization that I'm going to step away from Chewy because he needs help. I still don't like
Yeah, I
Sal's.
agree. I
I
agree. I
will.
I
unfollowed
agree.
you,
And I had
Chewy.
already
I'm
stepped
done.
away from them. I had already not been going into their lives. I was already upset with Chewy about something else.
Right.
I,
But
But
do
I
again,
you
will.
I'm
are you
not
Con-
going
going
to
to play
outright
this live
crucify this
later?
man and say, oh my God, he attacked this woman for it was just unjust and
But it's still
uncaused.
wrong, Mimi. No matter what they said,
No
she
matter
said,
what.
it's still
Right.
wrong, Mimi.
Well, Heat, don't leave. Don't leave, Heat. I'm
No,
with you, Heat. Don't leave. There's people here that don't believe all this. I
And
mean,
there's people here that don't believe Sal's.
Here's my. Can I say something? Sal's,
it's tough.
even before this, like, Sal's always had to take over the lives. She always had to be right. And she always had a problem with someone. So,
I agree with that, Lenny. I agree with that.
no,
I
and
do.
that's fine. And I just never got into the whole Sal's thing. And that's, you know what it is?
And that's
It is,
fine.
yeah, it is what it is. But at the same time, I was following Chewy and Rose, and then all of a sudden, like, it just took a weird dive. Like, I don't like them, but I don't dislike them. They're just not my vibe anymore. And I don't know how to feel or what to and yes, we heard it, but at the same time, sometimes, like, there can be, what is it called? Reactatory, I forget what it's called, but like when you're pushed and you're pushed and pushed and pushed, you have like a reaction to reactionary abuse. I don't know what there's something that it's called.
It's reactional abuse.
Something like that. And maybe that was it. He just got to his, I mean, I've said things in anger that I probably shouldn't have said, not on like in my own life, but like, I don't know. I just think that there's gotta, it's not my
Moon,
fight.
I'm going to block the troll accounts.
Does that make
Which
sense?
one?
Like, I don't have, like, it's not like it's somebody attacking Susan or someone that I know. So, like, I'm just kind of staying out of this.
I get that. But like I said, I would go into Chewy's live and I would send him his heart me, and I even though I didn't stay in there because they're strictly about the Gypsy Rose thing, and I'm kind of over that.
Thank you, Sissy.
So,
I mean, they play Becca Scoops. They play YouTube videos. That's what they do. It's not
right.
That's how I feel. It's not for me. I
Right.
haven't been there maybe less than a handful of times.
Yes. But if
but
that's
I know,
what you're
Lady,
into,
I like
wish
them
we had
from
that too.
afar.
Does
I
anybody
like
know
them
if they
from
have
afar.
lives from like 8 months ago? Does anybody have the replays from like 8 months ago?
Oh, I'm sure
Who's
when all this
replays?
started?
Whose replays?
From like Keys and Keisha's when this all initiated.
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
well,
I don't know.
I mean, Sal's went after him. To me, going real life is wrong. Period.
That's too much. That's too much.
I don't care if you are a
I
scuba
don't know.
diver and
I don't know
you
if it's
pick
all
up
the same.
cans.
I don't know. Sal's looking at their Facebook page, and then
Yeah.
Chewy looking at her address to see how far he can drive to get there
That
every day, like he
That.
said.
Yes,
and
that's
wanting to
wrong.
own a library. I think that's a little
That's-
different than looking
Yes.
at someone's Facebook page.
I
don't know.
agree.
Right.
That's me.
100%.
I agree, but it's still real life is real life. I just think Chewy went too far and needs help because it become
Yeah.
obsessive. Chewy
But also so
become
did Sal. I
obsessive.
think they both need to go. I think they're both a problem. But I'm
No,
not going
I
to
mean,
sit
I'm
here
not
and
about-
crucify him when she's just as wrong. She's
I'm
not
not
a
about-
victim.
No, I don't think
I
she's
don't-
just as wrong.
No,
Until you
I
prove it to
think-
me, I can't go there. I mean,
Yeah,
I agree.
I don't
I
either.
love
I mean,
you,
that's
but I
fine.
can't
We can
go there.
we can agree
No.
to disagree. But
Mm-mm.
I've watched all of her. I've watched her go for me. I've watched her go for Rose and Chewy. I've watched her go for countless people. Just because she doesn't like them, she wanted
Never
to
heard her
cancel
say
them.
she's looking at their address every day,
I
thinking
did.
about
I
going
heard her
there
say
and
she was looking up
unaliving
where
and
they
raping
lived.
him.
That's
Come
right,
on.
Susan.
And I don't like Sal.
Come on.
I think okay, look, the unalive dog picture he had. If it had stopped at that and he hadn't said the things he said, okay, that brought him to even playing field in my thing. She went to his Facebook, he went to hers.
That would make anybody mad.
Right, but at the same time, Born, he wasn't telling nobody. He told everybody that dog was his
This
mama's
is
dog.
mama's dog. I heard that.
Yeah, she's the one that told everybody that's my unalive dog, and da 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 da. In my opinion, at that point, that was Chewy's way of saying, you looked at my Facebook and know about us. I've looked at yours and know about you, and left it at that. Had he left it at that, then to me, all right, tit for tat, y'all did it. But then Chewy went off the rail, in my opinion, and said all those god awful things and obsessed about putting her address in his GPS. And to me, that's when Chewy took it way too far.
Looking every day.
Yeah,
measure the
and I knew
distance.
this wasn't going to end well. I think we all did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, Sal's is Sal. Sal's went on her every panel she was on. I don't care if the topic was green fried tomatoes. We ended up talking about Chewy and Rose.
Mimi, stop blocking people.
Every panel.
Susan, I'm blocking the troll accounts that have like 1 or 2 followers that are backup troll pages.
Well, people are getting upset.
Well, if backup troll pages are getting upset, I'm sorry.
Well,
I
that's
feel
Moon.
so bad for the backup troll pages.
That's Moon's choice, though, Mimi.
Oh, a 0 following is complaining. Oh no. I told Moon I was blocking the troll pages. I don't block normal people. I block troll pages.
Do you think
If
that,
you can't come in on your real account,
do you know what? Maybe Chewy's has something else going on and it's manifesting to cells. That he's taking it out on cells rather than.
Well, I hate to speak on this, and I don't know if it's true, but I did hear he lost a brother recently. That is,
he did. And his sister or his daughter's been
but
in
I'm
and out of the
sorry for
hospital.
his loss. I'm very sorry for his loss. Very deeply sorry for that. So it could have a lot, but it still doesn't make
Yeah.
it right, y'all.
No,
No, I
I'm
don't.
going to agree with Born on that too. You know, that's where I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around is the verbiage that came from him was pretty bad, pretty vile.
Yeah.
And I understand we can get mad. And I mean, I'm going to say it. She was poking the bear. She kept on nagging, and he lost it. But if you don't have self-control,
Look,
enough
but they were nagging
self-control,
too.
yep, self-control on this app, and you're going to say those things, then it's like, how do you stand with someone like that? How can you stand with someone that made some vile threats?
Right. I agree. And it took me a while to sit and think on this because I respected Chewy and I adore
I
Rose.
did too.
I still adore Rose. She
can't control what
Right.
he's like you said at the same time. She can't control what he says. Just like my husband can't control what comes out of my mouth.
Right.
And I have to
But
agree with Christy. Rose and Chewy used Quiche to go and bash and talk about sales. I agree with that. I agree with that
Well,
wholeheartedly.
then can't the same be said that Sal's used Key and Quiche and
So then they were
Sheena and
going on
many
a
others
tour
to do the
then.
same thing?
Wait up. So hold on. If they're going on other people's panel talking about her, then they're going on the same tour she's going on. That
Yep.
everybody's saying she's doing.
Yep.
That's the same stuff, y'all.
I never saw them do it every day like her. That's what I saw.
And I'll be honest, I've been in his lives, and I've even been on a couple his panels a few times. And there's only a few times that I was in there that he did talk about Saul's, and I just got real quiet and just was like, and told him, you need to just stay focused on you and your family, kind of like trying to move it along. But there's a lot of times he wasn't talking about Saul's in his thing. And I think the only time he got triggered is when somebody would come in the chat room and say, oh, Saul's is saying stuff again. And you know what I mean? And then that's going to grab your attention. And there it goes. That just set it off. And now it's a rumble. And then now they're going to go check to see what Saul's is saying. It was a back and forth thing. But as of Saul's, yeah, she was going panel to panel. And then when you ask her a question, her excuse is, it's none of your business. Well, you're making it our business because you're on every damn panel bitching about it. So either you want justice, you want us to be in an uproar, you got to explain a little bit more, and you got to give a little bit more receipts to what you're saying.
Well, like I said, I don't care about a troll account. We all have them. Hell, I think Mimi's had more than most.
How do I have more than most? I have like 5, and you guys know them.
Because you do too much. No, not you making them. You having them made about you.
Having them made against me. Absolutely.
And,
Actually, why don't you bring up what you heard? Remember the person that Sal's brought to terrorize me and tell you guys that I'm a terrible person? And what did you hear them saying on the live that you weren't even sure what they were saying at the time?
Yeah, I didn't know what this meant, but when Sal's brought AK from the Idaho 4 community over here to bash Mimi, she said, well, why don't you all that stand behind Mimi are friends with Mimi, and me and Mimi were friends at the time, ask her about Nugget. I didn't know I thought it was another content creator. Come to find out it was her dog that passed away.
Oh no.
Yeah. But
People
that's
are
the kind of,
cold.
they are. And, I never asked Mimi about Nugget. I didn't know what that phrase meant. I thought it was another content creator that just didn't like Mimi. So I didn't bring it up because I didn't know this AK person, nor did I, know what she was talking about. And that's all that was said about Nugget. Just ask Mimi about Nugget. Well, I didn't know what that meant. But they made a troll page for this dog.
Now
and
look,
I
so
didn't.
if she did all that, look, she's not perfect, y'all. She's not. She's human. She's wrong. She's whatever. At the end of the day, it's still not right what he did.
No,
I don't
no.
know the whole thing, but I'm gonna stand by. It's still not right what he said at the end of the day. And I'm not saying she's perfect with anything. She's a human. We all get mad.
Right.
We all do stupid
Yep.
shit. But there's a limit, y'all. There's a limit. Like, come
Mm-hmm.
on.
Agreed, boy.
And Chewy crossed that. I mean, he knocked the ball out the park.
He crossed it and fucked it
He
up.
sure he did. He did, you guys. He did. What he said wasn't acceptable. I can't stand with what he said.
And I wrote off the whole.
And I don't read the chat, so if
Have
anybody's saying something, yeah, I forget to look
yeah,
down.
And
I
Sorry,
do
who
too.
can
Tiff.
hang
I don't.
who can hang out on a 7-hour call? Oh my days. Never.
I give them that. I give them that. I love Born and
What
Nelly,
the
but
heck?
if we had a 7-hour call, I don't know what I'd do. I'd be like,
Jesus.
girls,
No, I
Man, I'd
just
be
love
like
fly to your house.
flipping my lip. Blah, blah, blah.
right?
I just love fly to your house and go have a
The
convo with
fuck?
you.
I
If you're
know,
in a
right?
7-hour live, you can get it like what if
That's
you
funny.
have 7 hours to be on the phone. That
Right?
says
It's a
a
long
lot
time.
missing from your life.
Well, I just, you know, I just feel it's wrong what he said, and I don't know the in betweens, the ins, the outs. I don't know all that. I never listened to all of Sal's stuff or whatever. But I'm gonna say at the end of the day, it's wrong. Period.
Can I
I agree
mention a
with
quick
Pam.
side note that has nothing to do with this?
What is that?
What is it?
Did anybody see Audrey last night
No.
saying
No.
that
Oh my
her
God, that
mother
broke
gave
my
her wrong
heart.
information and she's giving everyone's money back?
Are you
But
serious?
yes,
Yes. She did a
What
live. I
happened?
went in there and she said that her mother lied to her, especially about the timeline and about the fire and how it happened. So she
that broke
OMG.
my
she
heart.
unwillingly told a lie and she's refunding everyone.
Well, look, at least she's
The
doing the
fuck?
right thing. Eh?
Yeah?
You gotta give it
Yeah,
to
it
her.
sounds like
Where was
it.
she living?
She's still living
Oh,
in
they
the
were
shed,
living
but
in the
right now
shed.
she's in a
A
hotel room.
hotel, I
She's
think.
going to
Yeah.
try to get her mother away from that guy, but because they lied to her, very much so, she's got to refund everyone.
At least she's
Wow.
honest. And you gotta
Crazy?
give
Yeah.
respect
That's
to that.
right. That's right. You
It's
gotta give her
nuts.
that. Hey, because
Yes.
And
she didn't have to tell nobody, and she didn't have to. She could have kept that money and ran whatever. Like she
Yeah,
could have
yeah.
done
that's what I'm
wrong by the
saying, right?
people. Yeah, that's good for her.
So
Sorry it happened. You know
Monday,
what I'm saying?
And I
Suck, but
commented that,
yeah,
and they pinned my
that's
comment. I was
unfortunate. But
glad
at
because I'm
least,
like, at least you're being honest and stuff,
Yeah,
yeah,
really.
yeah, she's doing the right thing. So
Yep.
nobody can knock her for that. You know.
No.
there were a
Crazy,
lot of
Morbid, you can
crazy
shut up.
stuff,
people,
man.
right? And
So
Well, then
Morbid
she
can
should
shut
have.
up, right,
there were
guys?
a
So
lot of
Morbid
people
can
in the
shut
How
chat.
can
up.
you lie about
Thank you,
something
Yeah,
Christy.
like that to your own kids?
Right?
Crazy.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
she lied
well,
to her own kids.
there were there were a lot of people in the chat saying, "Just keep my money," blah blah blah. And she said that if she's Monday, she's getting a hold of the that
Oh,
one app
Grandma's
that
baby,
the
thank you.
GoFundMe, and she said that GoFundMe, she's going to
It's gonna
cancel it, and
reimburse them.
they
Yeah.
anybody that has sent her Cash App money, she's going through and returning all of it. And everybody was like, "No, keep mine, keep mine, keep mine." And she was like, "It's just easy for me just to give it all back."
Yeah.
Um,
And
she
it's just
said,
the right thing either way, you know.
I just feel bad for Audrey.
I
I
can't
do
believe
too.
that. I'm
She
freaking
tried to do
out.
the right thing, and
Wow.
That freaks me out. I cannot believe that. So
Yeah.
I'd like to know the whole story on that. Like,
Yeah, me too. Yeah, like to
yeah,
me,
Susan.
it
Well,
was
if
a
you
little
hear it, Susan, send
spotty
it to
what she
me.
was saying, but I got the gist of it anyway, and it's
but
just
you
what I
can
just
tell that
said.
Audrey.
Supposedly,
Oh, go ahead.
supposedly, the fire happened over a year ago, and
Yeah.
the 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 trailer or whatever it was, the electrical box, all that stuff was. Her mother
She was
brought
saying she
me
wasn't sure
and
about the
her
fire, though. Like, yeah, maybe
well,
it
she
was the
was
electrical
in
box. I don't know.
You breaking up,
yeah.
Steph?
Yeah, you're breaking up.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
the fire happened a long time
Let
ago and they
me.
never got insurance. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
In
but
I just
general,
the
wanted to
she's
mother,
say it's
not
the
crazy.
sure.
mother.
Oh, sorry. She's
Yeah,
not
Ash would know
100.
it better. Ash,
Yeah, she's not 100% sure when the fire happened. She has just been notified by a family member that what she has been told is not 100% accurate. And so, in that, in trying to help her mother and being a daughter, she has unknowingly told a lie. And so, her response to that is issuing a refund to everyone. I think it'll be up to her ultimately if she decides to share more from now on. Obviously, the situation has changed. You know, this isn't, it's still like there's still a fire, there's still a shed, all of that's still the same. But
Right, right.
when you add in that extra factor, the concern shifts and it becomes less about reaching out for help and more about solving internal family problems.
Yeah. I
So,
mean,
some
you could
privacy
tell
on
though.
this one. Yeah.
No, what I was gonna say was like from the beginning though, you could tell that Audrey was just being a concerned daughter and trying to do the right thing to help her mother. So
Yeah.
it's
And
not.
Hey, Wilson.
That's what I mean. Like it falls. Like I honestly don't think that Audrey did anything wrong because she had the best intentions.
and I'll take responsibility for my part in that. When she first found out about the fire and everything and was unsure of what to do, I was one of the first people that she probably talked to. And I told her on the phone that she should reach out to her community and that she has cultivated a community across time and that, like, we want to help. And so she did go on that live and she did. And so, I mean, to be honest, she's always been authentic with us, with everyone online. So it didn't even think to me that, like, why wouldn't she be with this? So, like, while it's not my fault by any means, I do feel bad for, like, helping contribute to jumping the gun on that one. And yeah, at the end of the day, you don't know what you don't know, like what people in the comments are saying. But I just feel sorry for that. And, like, I just think you guys aren't going to get all the answers out of it because she doesn't have all the answers. And that's all
And
I'm going to
it's
say
not our
on that.
business.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
if she brought it to
situation
the
has
internet,
changed.
then it is everybody's. If you bring something to the internet or the TV, it's everybody's business. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to dive in head first and all that. 'Cause I don't like. I'm not
Yeah.
that curious about it or whatever. But like, I'm just freaking out because I didn't know that. But I'm proud of her for doing the right thing, and nobody can knock her for it. That's how I feel. That's my opinion. I don't know. If she can refund everybody, that's the right thing, yo. Because
absolutely. And
I would be refunding people too. You know
but
what
it
I'm
was,
saying?
but Ashley,
Just
it
think how
was
she felt.
right, and it was a good thing to bring it to her community because that's what we're here for. We follow Audrey because
Mm-hmm.
we like who she is, we respect who she is, and we donated because we want to help support her in anything she does, so that she can continue to do what she does. And I mean, that's like, I hate when people pocket watch. Don't worry about who I donate my money to or who I gift in a live or anything like that. You know, I do that because either I like that person, I'm wanting to
Mm-hmm.
support that person. I give gifts in live because, hey, I can, and it's my money and I can spend it the way I want to. But for Audrey to, as soon as she found out, you could tell she wasn't ready to come live. I mean, she wasn't dressed. She didn't even, she just, as soon as she found out, she brought it to her community and put the truth out there. And I respect the hell out of her for that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
wish I would have. Was it, God, can y'all imagine how like she must have been sick
Sheena,
to her stomach?
I know what
Hey,
happened
Sheena.
there, and I can have a little compassion for that. I know you don't feel the same way about her
Look,
as we do,
look, Sheena, that's not right neither. You know what I'm saying? Look,
Yeah.
everybody got some right and some wrong in them. The wrongest thing I've ever heard on this app, I'm not, is what Chewy said. That's still just so mind blowing to me. Now, is
Yeah.
she wrong for going after Bree for that? Hell yeah, she is. She should have just left Bree alone. She don't like Bree. Just leave Bree alone. That's how I feel about that. But wait, there's no but. Being said, when I don't like somebody, I leave them alone. I don't mess with them. I don't go around talking about them because I don't like you enough to talk about you if I don't like you.
Sheena, I'm not asking you to have grace on Audrey, if that
No.
makes sense. In this
Right.
situation, I think it's more about her mom.
Yeah,
And
she
that particular little subset of it is all I'm asking. And you don't have to honor my request as a whole. But
But
yeah, no,
Sheena,
I also respect you having your feelings.
of
So
course.
do not think that I am diminishing how you feel.
Wait, I have a question for Sheena. Sheena, how do you feel that she's given all the money back? You don't think that that's a good thing? I'm just curious because I wasn't looking down at the chat. I didn't even know you was in here till somebody said your name.
Sheena, you can come on panel. I'm not that type of a person. I will let you up and you can have a voice. Long as it's not hurting other people, I'm good.
Because I was never all about Audrey. I felt bad when I heard that happened to her mom, but
Hey,
hey, Sheena.
give me a second, Moonlight. Let me try to make an adjustment or two. I'm really struggling right now. Please.
Okay.
So anyway, as I was saying, yeah, she did a lot of wrong stuff. She shouldn't have put Bree's shit out there, all that stuff. Shouldn't have. Being said, she did, if she's refunding everybody and she came out with it, that was the right thing to do. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think that is great.
She could keep my money that I donated. I
didn't donate, so
Only
Oh,
gave
I know.
$5. I don't care.
yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't.
No, I did donate because you know what? I don't know. Like I lost my mom and I know like a long time ago, but I know if my mom was alive and something happened, I would probably do the same thing that Audrey did. Like if like I didn't know what was happening and I thought something horrible was going on, like I would just want to save my mom. Like you treat
Well,
people like
sure,
you
for
want to be
sure.
treated, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And the sad thing is, even online, like in real life, look at how many people that we have in our lives that we've done things for and we found out that it wasn't what they said it was. And so and I'm not saying Audrey at all, but in other cases where it has happened, you trust people, you want to trust everyone, unfortunately. And with Audrey, she trusted her mom and it bit her in the ass, and it's sad.
That is. It is. It's very unfortunate. I mean, can you imagine how she felt at the time? I'm sure. I'm sure that's how Bree felt at the time when she put Bree's business out there too. Bree must have got sick to her stomach right away. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God. And that's how she probably felt. Being said, she's doing the right thing if she's reimbursing everybody. And that's all I'm saying about the rest of it. Because I don't know no more about it anyway.
Well, I am going to stand on going real life on people is wrong. This is internet. This is
100.
TikTok. I have seen that it does never end well when you bring up someone's real life. I don't care if you're a scuba diver and identify as a toaster, and you are.
She comes up with
ha-
some funny stuff. Her.
I don't. I enjoy the conversations we have. I enjoy, like I said, I'm about done with the whole Gypsy
Okay,
Rose
Steph, I
stuff.
got a question
Yes,
for you. I have a question.
absolutely. Always.
Steph, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if she don't like Gypsy, that's fine. She's a she does content on Gypsy, that's fine. Bree
Right.
was always the one who spoke up for Gypsy's friend, and did her content on Gypsy. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Team Gypsy, the other one that. Why did she turn over? Why did what's her name? The content creator? The
Who?
one we're talking
Audrey?
about, Audrey.
Audrey.
Why did she turn like? Why did she just because Bree like takes up a Gypsy and says Gypsy's part or whatever? Why did she turn on her like and bring out her business?
Because I know
My
this.
opinion, I can tell you what I think. You would actually have to ask her to get that. But my opinion is, if you look way back in Audrey's stuff, it's not just she has pulled up other stuff about other content creators, arrests, their
But
other
she shouldn't go.
stuff.
That's fucked up, though. She shouldn't
Well,
go after content creators. Do your own thing and worry about the person you're focusing on. Like,
but
why go
that
after?
is
Why go
that
after other
is.
content
I
creators?
mean, just like reporters, TMZ goes after celebrities that, even no-name
But
celebrities
that's
that
their
get locked
content.
up.
That's their content.
Okay, that's Audrey's
She needs
content.
no listen though.
No, that's
Gypsy's her
Audrey's content.
Gypsy
No,
is
not
her
Audrey
Gypsy.
is not a
Gypsy.
Gypsy Rose content creator. She was a
Oh,
content creator before she ever engaged in Gypsy Rose
Yes,
Blanchard.
okay.
yes,
And
yes.
Yeah.
then they attacked, and wait a minute, and then they attacked Audrey, and someone said something about her son. And that is what escalated this all. But in the meantime, you have other people from that side saying, oh, I need to know everything. I'm digging this up. I'm digging that up. And I'm not saying Bree was the one who said it, but people on that side were saying it.
Yeah, Bree can't get the fault for something somebody else does or
No,
says.
No, but I mean,
but to my understanding, Audrey, like when I first found Audrey,
I thought she was
I,
just a Gypsy creator. I don't know. I never went
no.
look into her
Yeah,
stuff.
if you go all the
Okay, I
way
never
back
did
in
that.
her stuff, like in the beginning, she
I
talks
agree,
about
son.
other content creators that I've never heard of that she's pulled FOIAs on and records on and things like that.
Mm. I
And
didn't know none of that.
yeah,
Okay.
any content creator that has a platform or has a decent following, she's kind of like the TMZ is the way I always looked at her. It's just there was a lot that come out on Gypsy. So her spread about Gypsy is more than others. With all the FOIAs, and then she kind of, I don't want to say tagged along, but she was Into the Weeds for a while with their FOIAs and stuff. So Gypsy is like a big, huge part of her content, but there's a lot more content back in the day before Gypsy got out. And things that I seen about other content people that I didn't know. So was I shocked when she pulled Bree? Absolutely not, because of that thing Lenny was saying. But am I
All right.
surprised? No, because Bree is a content creator.
Yeah, I think if you were to kind of summarize and try to put in a very short bio what she is as a creator, she pulls FOIAs.
Yeah, she's kind of like TMZ for TikTok, is the way I look at it.
Yeah, but
Okay.
TMZ doesn't pull a FOIA. They just
No, they run with
Right.
bullshit. She pulls FOIAs, and that's what Bree was saying. She paid $700 for my FOIAs, honey. I bet Audrey's got over 10 grand invested in everything she's pulled on everybody.
Oh wow. I didn't know
Maybe
she
she
did
should
all
have
that.
invested some of that money in pulling the truth on her mama.
Well, that's
Oh.
probably, you can say that, Sheena, but hindsight's 2020.
Look, I'm telling you now, hindsight's
apparently-
not 2020. I'm going. Okay, let me redo this, guys, because I'm a little
Apparently she ended up
elevated
doing
right now.
something.
Let me, and I'm gonna have to read y'all. I don't know what's going on, but there are truths that were known, well known, and ignored, covered up. I don't know, but I'm gonna go live later on my live in my
Okay.
safe space,
Okay.
and I'm gonna figure out how I want to approach this because, and I see people down there lying on Bree in the comments. And you know what? I'm not even
I'm
gonna
not
fight your
reading.
lies in
I'm
here
not.
today. I'm
I'm
not
not
doing it.
reading. I'm
I
not reading the
never look
comments.
down. I never
Well,
look
Yeah.
down.
You know,
Sheena, this might not be the place for you to read those comments, you know?
yeah, it's probably not. It's probably
Yeah.
not because it's lies and
Okay.
To
yeah.
each
My
their own.
Wait. That person that's saying that Bree's a full-time junkie, just shut up. Stop already. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, you guys. I mean, to be
that
honest,
shows your
though,
ignorance. That shows their
Yeah.
ignorance.
Yeah.
also,
Yeah.
why is Sheena on these lives? Because at the end of the day, these guys are just people. I think that's really what a lot of people need to understand is every single one of them is just a human being who reacts to things and has friends and has feelings.
Well,
And I'm
but you
going to tell you
can't.
something right now. These people down here in the comments, and my friends are not, I don't even know who said that about her being an addict or whatever. If she is, shame on you. If
That's
she's not,
right.
great for her. But I'm
Yeah.
going to tell you, being a former addict myself and have had a recent trigger that shocked the shit out of me, shame on you guys. If you even to put that in there, so what? It's not your business. Obviously, she is doing good. And I'm not a big Bree fan, and Bree and I are not friends. But being a former addict myself, that's not something you need to speculate on about because that really could trigger her just hearing that shit over and over. And shame on you guys.
Hey, you guys, I'm gonna piggyback off that with Steph Tone. If you guys can't be respectful in the chat, you will be muted. Mods, if you see something that's very disrespectful, please mute them. I don't want Sheena. I let
Thank
you
you,
on.
Moon.
I'm trying to be respectful and allow you to be on the panel to have a voice because I would hope you would do the same for me, and I would
Yeah.
expect people to be respectful.
And I've learned this just recently, probably thanks to Bree. I guess I respect Bree more than I thought because when she made a comment about my lowest point, it really triggered me. So little things can trigger people, guys. And I really was one that said I couldn't be triggered. I knew my triggers and I never dreamed it would be this TikTok. And now I know I'm wrong. So people that even talk about, I don't care if she's been clean. I don't care if she has an active addiction. I don't care if she used to be and now she's not. Great for her. But I'm telling you, little things can trigger people that are recovering addicts. So if you're bringing up her addictions in any way, shape, or form, shame on you.
Well, and even if it's not her, that it can trigger someone else, whether it's on the panel or down there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
it can trigger you, and that's fucked up. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. It's wrong.
I think where I'm
Nobody
at,
should try to attack nobody's
and
sobriety.
I
Go
appreciate
ahead.
that, Steph, because I think where I'm at is this. I saw someone take my friend, my heart. My friends are my heart, just like my family is. Drag them, belittle them, mock them, make fun of them, put on them that they were an active math. I mean, we all saw it, okay?
Yeah.
And never once considered that this person is a human being and that these are serious issues. And I just wonder why. Why is it that shit like that is allowed, but yet we have to show grace when it flips to the other side? And I'll tell you this, Steph Tone, something triggered me on here that I never saw coming. It wasn't about my recovery. It was about my dad's death. Never saw that coming. Skip was the one that was the catalyst for that. And it just puts you back to knowing people are human beings here. And I think we lose sight of that. I lose sight of that too sometimes. I'm not innocent. But I'm just saying, I'm really going to have to sit in this because I want to know why I need to keep the truth quiet and show grace when it just doesn't seem to be that way on my
Who's
side of
asking you
things.
to show grace right now? We were talking about Audrey and how she's going to refund everyone's
I have been
money.
asked to
How
show
did we get
grace
to
by
this?
Audrey herself.
I will
Well,
confirm she
she's not
has.
No, it's
here.
Well,
been going
she
like
sent a
2 or.
message to
Oh,
Morbid and sent the same message to Sheena.
I'm not going to discuss publicly what she and I have discussed in private. But
Okay,
I'm
well,
just
she's not
I
saying
here
will
right
say
now.
she's telling the truth.
I have been asked to not speak on certain things and show grace, and I'm sitting here having to really. I don't want to go live because I don't want to. I don't want to go off half cocked. I want to think this through, because. But it's really irritating me that I'm even being asked to demonstrate that when my friend was never given an ounce of that.
You know, I'm
Well,
so lost.
Okay, well,
Sheena, let me just
good
say
on your
this, and
mind.
you take it. Well, I was going to say, Sheena, you take this for whatever it's worth. I will say that, and I kind of respect you for standing for your friends, because I never had that until I had Nellie and Born. So I've said some things off the riff that I should not have said because I was angry about the Bourne situation. Like, I honestly said out loud on a live that I hope that whatever was happening, what I thought at the time, which was wrong, 100% wrong, that I thought Bree was behind the Nelly thing, and I hoped it revoked her bond. I really said that, and now I feel horrible because I would never want that for nobody. Never. Hindsight is 2020, and hopefully people learn from their mistakes. I did. And if Bria's listening, I genuinely apologize for that. And Sheena, please, if she's not listening, please let her know I feel horrible for saying that out loud to anybody. And these 220 people in here, people are human. And just because you say something off the rip or out of anger or in justice of your friend, you do things in justice of your friends. It's not, sometimes you forget that other person's human. So when someone asks you to show them grace, if you don't, it actually, it tells more about you than them. So you take that for what it's worth. If Audrey is still being the same person she was, no, I don't think I don't understand, but if they're still being that person, no, I don't think you should give them grace. But if they've learned from their mistakes, then I think that, people are human and they make mistakes, and you should have that in mind when you go to react. And sometimes telling all the truth is not, it depends on the reason. If you're doing it to just show that you're right, sometimes you just know you're right and you're going, oh, okay, I'm right, they're wrong, that's all that needs to be known in my head. Other people, like Chewy, I'm glad that come out. That's scary what he said. He needs help. As a person, he needs help. If he's obsessed with some stranger in another state that much, that's not good.
So
That's my opinion.
I'm acting as my
I
own person
appreciate that,
here.
Steph, because
Sorry, Tina.
I've sat here and watched women, and I don't want to do gender lines, but it really bothers me that women are excusing this away with no remorse. I mean, he put a video out and basically said, if you don't like it, F you. I mean, seriously, that's what we're to now. So I appreciate that, Steph. And yeah, I know Bree's listening. I'm sure she heard you. And you're
Okay,
one of
good.
the only or very few people who ever owned their shit and said sorry about it. And I appreciate that and I accept it.
Well, and I do want to tell these 220 people in here, if you don't know, Tiffany is the one that put out my mugshot and some of my charges and whatever and whatnot. She got a little bit of it wrong, but regardless, she has apologized to me genuinely. I have accepted it. I hope. I'm just not about people going real life on people, period. I think it just does nothing but hurt more than just that person. But she has apologized to me, and I appreciate it. I want everybody to know that she has apologized to me. I think that shows a lot about her, and that I just want that known because she did it in a DM. I don't expect her to go on lives and say it, but I want people that supported me and thought that was horrible of her from my side to know that she did apologize.
What are you talking about, Steph? I'm sorry. I was busy doing something.
That's okay, baby.
My only thing, so like Audrey did not ask me to be here by any means or anything, and Sheena, I am not asking you to like compromise on your morals. I know that you have very firm morals and believe in them, but for me, it's more so about like Audrey's mom and just. I guess that's where I'm personally like, this situation has changed, and I just don't feel like we should talk about it. But I can't make you do something, and I'm just speaking my opinion on the matter and hoping that you hear my case on it and be like, understand where I'm coming from. But I'm also coming here as Audrey's friend, and you're coming here as Bree's friend. So we're coming from two different places.
Yeah, someone just said, please, I get what you're saying, Ashley. Please don't put morals on me. I don't want that on me. I don't want that pressure. I don't want that label or expectation. But
Oh, sorry.
there's
Okay.
more to situations than you know. It's more than just the surface. And it's more than just what someone says sometimes. And that's what I'm struggling with right now.
Are you talking about the Chewy situation or
Audrey.
something else? Oh, okay. Because I just want to say this. I like with Chewy, I'm not a fan of Sal's. I'm not a fan of Chewy's. They are both wrong. I don't need, we don't need to be
Chewy's more wrong.
outraged. What?
Chewy is more wrong.
I know. I'm just
I
saying we
agree.
don't need to be outraged. I just ignore who I don't like. I don't need to be like nobody needs to grandstand that they don't like them. You can just ignore them.
And go on.
And exactly.
But you see, so this is what I'm recognizing.
Because it's not going to stop.
Right.
It's just the back and forth,
agree.
and then the next.
But that's because this one wants their truth out, and that one wants their truth out, or don't say enough, maybe. I don't know. But whatever. The back and forth doesn't help nothing. It just continues chaos and drama. And that's why I try to stay out of that. That's why I don't know the whole story on a lot of stuff. I just go where I
The
like
back
to
and
have fun.
forth, one is reactionary and one is aggressor. So like we can't just be like they're both wrong. And like when Susan's saying one's more wrong, well, I agree with that. Like ultimately, Chewy was in the wrong. Chewy said things that were inappropriate. Chewy and Rose are displaying homophobic behavior. And I will say they displayed homophobic behavior towards me, and they tried to use friendship with me as a scapegoat. They don't get off on all of those things and then not make a statement for days. They are in the wrong.
Hold on,
And people
Ashley.
can dislike Sal's.
Exactly,
Two things can be
Ash.
true.
Ashley, I want to ask you a question. Wait a minute. But the other day, when Chewy was talking to you or Rose, they asked you, "Have I ever displayed this?" You said no. So now
That is in itself, they used me in that moment as a scapegoat. And this is because you have a gay friend that you treat acceptably. They're not homophobic. That in itself is displaying homophobic behavior. Because I am the agreeable lesbian in the room, you can use that to say you were not homophobic towards another person. That is not okay.
I agree. People need to stop. I do agree with that part. Is people need to stop saying, "Well, I'm not homophobic because I have gay friends." Okay, why are you mentioning that? That's not the. I get what you're saying with that, but I mean, I was just calling that part out because I heard you say they never treated you that way.
Right.
So that's
And
why
so
I was asking about it.
they asked a question, I responded to said question, but that doesn't mean that their behavior in that moment wasn't that itself. But also, I need to sit with my feelings for that for a moment, because in addressing them, they acted the exact way I was addressing them about. So was I going to act in an elevated manner? Was I going to take a moment to think about that and think, is this part of a bigger systematic problem? They don't even realize they're displaying homophobic behavior, which in itself is a problem. So they're sitting here arguing about it, but they don't even see it. So what's the point of this?
See,
It's not even a productive conversation.
I never took it as even the homophobic thing, I took it more as they didn't like Sal's and they went, because I don't like Sal's. I think she's condescending. I think she talks down to people. If you don't agree with her, she's automatically mad. I mean, I can't have in my opinion, an adult conversation with her on some things if we sit on opposite sides. That's my opinion, and I have every right to that. And she may feel the exact same way about me, and that is okay. But my thing is, I never took them going at her from a lesbian standpoint. I took it more as she called him out. She disrespected him. Now, when Rose come back at her, as any woman would when you disrespect your man, and said that, get you some D or whatever, that might have been at a homophobic angle or poking at the lesbian angle. But I don't think every response to her was because of her sexuality. In
Every
my
response
opinion.
doesn't have to be because of it. This is just, they chose to go after her sexuality, whether or not it's because they felt it was the vulnerable angle to take,
They
or
definitely
whether they
did.
thought
Right.
it was acceptable.
They
That
Right.
in
absolutely did.
itself displays homophobic behavior. So
But
some part of their insides here are like, ooh, that is a way we can go after another person. So the eggplant emojis, the saying, the needing D, the saying that she needs D is saying that a man can fix her, or like just being in the right relationship and all of that, that is, not only is that homophobic, that's misogynistic, and he is a dangerous man. The language he displays and then the way she
Exactly.
defends him is further misogynistic. So you get into
I
this,
can
like,
see
where,
that.
why are we
She just
continuously
lets him.
defending it? Just let it go,
Yeah.
in the sense of, this was wrong.
Right.
And if people
Absolutely.
who are gay are telling you the behavior is unacceptable, then yeah, it was unacceptable. You can you can believe that they are not homophobic as a whole, but you should be willing to accept they are displaying homophobic behavior. The emojis, the saying the D thing, that is homophobic behavior. So that in itself, like, I don't think it's an argument. I think it's more factual than
Right.
anything.
I
And we
can
should just
see
address
that.
that behavior.
But I've heard Sal say that they came at me because of my sexuality, and I don't agree with that.
I hope everyone's having a wonderful day.
Hey, Chanel.
Hey,
Hey, my
Chanel.
love.
Hi.
Hi,
I
thank
grabbed
you.
you, got you up here, girl.
But I'm not diminishing what he said was wrong because it was 1000% wrong.
Here's the thing. I don't know if he's homophobic or not. You know what I mean? I mean,
Me
people
either.
can go back and forth with that. That's somebody else's, that can be whatever opinion you want to have. But at the end of the day, what he said was wrong. And we're not supporting that. I mean, a lot of us have stopped going to his lives and supporting his lives right now. I don't know what the future holds. TikTok changes every time, daily. And, I just don't want to call somebody homophobic unless I have solid proof. I think he went after Sal because he's angry and has that hatred in his heart for Sal. Doesn't make him homophobic. I'm sorry, it just does not. I think he just wants to
Well,
humiliate
that
her.
doesn't make
I
him
don't think you get to be
homophobic.
the expert on that unless you identify as a member of the community.
Right. That's what I was going to say.
Okay, well, whatever. I mean, I don't think it's fair to sit there and say that about somebody without having solid proof that he is.
The things
entire
that he
list is
said,
not
the things he
considered
said
proof.
were absolutely homophobic. The way he talked, I don't even want to repeat it. Like
Here's
the way he
words
wanted to
flowed
grape her.
too freely.
That's disgusting.
I
That
agree,
is disgusting.
Susan. I
No,
agree, Susan.
but it refers to in her rear end, and that is a way of a man taking
I don't-
advantage of a lesbian woman.
Well, I hope. Well, disgusting for saying what he said. Period.
Yeah,
Breaking up stuff.
Yes.
that's where I'm
But
at.
some of the things, can I just say that some of the words that he used and the way that he said things, it wasn't the first time I'm sure that he's ever said it. And that's what's scary about it.
And I can agree with that, Lynn. I mean, but here's my thing: is like I'm not saying he's not homophobic. What I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying? Like I just don't want to put a name on something unless I don't know if I had, I don't, I
What
just,
more do
I'll
you
put
need to
language
hear,
on it.
Moon?
This is
Moon.
homophobic behavior. You don't have to say he is a homophobic person. He is displaying homophobic behavior. That is the
Exactly.
language.
okay, displaying, yeah, I can
Exactly.
see.
Then
I can
I
agree
agree
with
with
the
Ashley.
displaying. Yes, I agree with the
Then,
displaying.
but like Ashley said, us not being a part of that community, it's hard for us to realize it or see it. And I 100% agree with her. If Sal's felt um, that it was against their community, then obviously it was. I'm not taking that away from them.
Yeah.
What he said in and about or in after that, uh, the whole, to me, stalking her, as far as her, putting her house in his GPS, that alone was just way off the rail. And that's wrong. It's horrible. And I hope that he finds peace. I hope he gets help. And I hope Sal's is peaceful wherever she's at in this situation. But that was so wrong of him. It just, like I said, it just put him in a whole different category.
Yeah, it sure did. You know, what bothers me the most with it, though, he hadn't even tried to apologize. And that gets to me, too. It's like, swallow your pride, get up on a platform and say, or his own platform, and say, I am so sorry for what I've done and said, and take ownership of that. Doesn't
Right.
mean we're going to forgive what he has said. Let's make this clear. But what I'm saying is, I think he owes that.
Well, he hasn't even acknowledged that what he said was wrong.
No.
He made a video saying, I said what I said, fuck you, whatever.
Yeah, I seen that. I'm not, yeah.
And, people that are still going to follow him are still going to follow him. That's great. I'm not trying to talk. I don't want to cancel, quote unquote, cancel anybody. But it was wrong. What he
Chanel, you had
said
something to say?
was wrong.
I'm sorry, Steph. I just realized. Chanel, you had something you wanted to say? Oh, she must be busy. Sheena, are you there?
My bad. I walked away from the phone.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm just
Oh.
sitting in something right now. Like I'm just, God Almighty, the things that people put on people is just it's unreal to me. Like the lies and the things you believe with no proof, and I just really am having to wrap my head around that. I'm stuck on this comment. It says,
Oh, sorry.
it says, Sheena said Morbid's SA comments were old. Who cares? But be mad about Chewy's. See the hypocrisy. First of all, I would never, ever condone SA comments. I don't care if they're old, new, whatever. What I said was, and let me clear this one up. God, I'm always having to clear it up. When those things about Morbid came out, well over a year ago, we were screaming, howling. And I remember what happened. His entire army, and many of you listening included in this, who backed him, supported him. And if I'm not mistaken, it was Starlight who went and found that there were clips that were edited and put together to make it sound like he said things he didn't say, this, that, and the other. So my point was, no, now you want to pull it out and be like, oh my God, Morbid said this. You had your chance and I don't want to hear it now. That's what I said. I never excused away SA comments and then said, hey, be mad at Chewy for SA comments. Stop it. Just stop being sheep, dude. That's not what happened. I don't excuse SA comments, period. You won't put that on me.
But you said you didn't have morals.
No, that's not morals. That's just you ain't gonna lie on me about that shit. Period.
Yeah, like someone just said that Morbid just put Case's son out there like last week.
Oh, yeah, he did.
I was in one of Morbid's lives, I don't know, a couple weeks ago or so. Somebody brought up Case's baby, and I said in the comments plainly, do not bring up Case's baby. Please do not bring up Case. I said it like
But he
3
did.
times. Period.
He's doing it.
Not when
I
I
don't
was
know.
there. And if I was there, I asked for it to stop.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with standing on business. As a matter of fact,
But where's the outrage
Cooks
that
and
he did that?
Cooks and
Sheena?
I are not okay, and we probably never will be again, and I understand that. But when that woman got up on that panel the other night and roared like a fucking lion, and I mean, she roared loud, I was like, finally, someone's standing for what's right here. And no matter what, I can put everything to the side, and I respected the shit out of it.
About Sal's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it too.
Yeah.
There's people that have done it. I did it. Cooks did it. Born on the Bayou did it. Yeah, thank you, Almost Focus. I mean,
There's been a few of us.
I'm doing what's right. I feel it's
That's
right.
I'm with you, Susan.
I saw you, Susan.
Thank you.
And then there are some of us still defending Chewie and Rose.
Who's
I'm not that
defending?
person.
Well,
Not
the thing that
I'm
I
not
have,
defending Chewie and Rose. I'm sure the hell not. No.
the thing that the only thing that I have an issue with is, people can change. Do they normally? Usually not. But some people can change, and you want to bring up stuff that happened a year ago, or last month, or 2 months ago. Maybe something happened between then and now to change that person. I was never a Morbid supporter, nor am I now. I didn't agree with what he said about the babe, and that turned me off on him. I never have listened to a whole podcast of his, not one. I've just seen clips and tips and this.
Steph.
Over here, anyway.
It is a Saul's
I'm
tour.
sorry, my internet is.
Someone said in the comments I said it was a Saul's tour. Yeah, I have said that. Saul's is going on panel to panel for quite some time.
Okay,
And
I have a question. I have a question. Other than Bree's panel, K-Mac's panel, Sheena's panel, like her close girlfriends or whatever, who else, like, where else has Sal's gone? I'm just curious. Like, because I keep hearing that she's on this tour. I don't see her all these places.
In the beginning, Born, she was
on
everywhere.
tour. Yes, she was.
No.
Okay, well, I missed that tour. So, I mean, some of you saw it, but a whole other demographic missed it.
Yeah.
No, I didn't have
At the
tickets to
beginning
that
of
tour.
Chewie and Rose, at the beginning of Chewie and Rose thing with her and Sal's, she was still cool with Keish. She was still cool with Keish. She was still cool with a lot of people on this side. And then when her and Key fell out because she went real life on them, Cooks, a lot of them, that's when they were like, they didn't agree with the real life thing, and then it's gotten, but every panel that she is on, since all this started, I don't care if the panel started talking about Chewie and Rose, somewhere in that live, she brings Chewie and Rose up.
The live could be about a whole nother topic, and she will change that whole topic to talk about Chewie and Rose.
But I will say this, Chewie and Rose has done the same thing.
Was she trying to get people to listen to her though? Like,
Yeah.
Maybe.
She was screaming for someone to hear her. I didn't even realize the extent of what was happening until she showed me privately things that were being done to her family members and people that she knows in real life. I was just kind of blown away because it was the definition of stalking for sure. But here's my thing. Here's where I stand on it. I don't care if Sal screams about this for the next 10 years. She's entitled to, because she was victimized here. It's never been made right. It probably never will be. Just like I feel like I can scream about what Nellie did to me about her child, because that doesn't sit right with me. It's never been made right, and it probably never will be. It affected me. It affected Sal's. So when you're affected by something, no one has the right to tell you how long or what you can or can't do about it. You know what I mean? It takes you to do whatever it takes to work that out of your system.
And
Yeah.
just
But
like Jess, though, but Sheena, with that same breath that you just said, same with Jessica. She has a right to stand on her toes and shout it out to the rooftops and go on every panel she wants to go on and expose what she needs to expose. So that same effort can go to Jessica as well. I just want to make that clear too, because
Absolutely.
South was very, very, very rude and disrespectful to Jessica, and did not care at all about how Jessica was hurting and what Jessica went through. She said she clearly did not care.
I
So
just am still amazed that today, after that phone call, that people are still trying to put this somehow on Sal's. And I'm not saying Sal's is perfect. I'm sure if you asked her, she probably wishes she had done a couple things differently. I mean, hell, we all do in life, but like, I just don't see what warranted that. That's dangerous. It's fucking dangerous. And if people don't see that, I can't help them. I just can't help them.
And
I agree with
Sheena,
that.
What
they may
warrants people
never.
to go real life if people don't agree with them? It's the same difference. Everyone takes things way too far until it's too late.
Wait, but from my perspective, not knowing Sal's, they were obsessive. The Boo Sal's thing, the tomatoes, like they would
Yeah.
giggle and be like, haha, the Boo Sal's, we did that, when they would talk about it and see it in another chat that they were re-streaming before they
It's
switched to like
immature,
playing
period.
YouTube
It's
videos.
immature. It's
So
immature.
like
It's childish.
I never knew who Sal's was or anything, but it's like your guys' dislike of a person mixed with their hatred of a person allowed for no one to hear what she had to say, which from my external perspective here, because I wasn't like, was she tour hopping or panel hopping or whatever, because nobody would listen, because you all were just like cool with the Boo Sal's and the tomatoes and you thought it was funny and harmless, but really there was actually conversations like this that it ultimately led to where he was Googling someone's address every day.
I know,
In which
but you
case, is
really
it
can't.
wrong that she got her like information to protect herself? That seems like a really proportional response to a overtime thing that's happening.
I mean, the Boo South thing, I've done it. I don't like her. I didn't like her before the Chewing Rose thing. To me, I mean, the basic of trolling. When she's up on a panel or, someone on the panel talks about her and somebody comes out with Boo Sal's, if that hurts her to that extent, I mean,
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean,
she needs to
I
log
don't know
off.
about all
Now,
that,
granted, people say shit in comments all the time to piss somebody on the panel off. It happens every day, all day.
Right.
Whether it's Bree's live or this live or that live or Mimi's live, somebody says something that directed to someone else. And if Boo Sal's hurts her feelings, the AI images and stuff must have killed her. But
I'm not saying
Yeah.
don't respect the troll. What I'm saying is, could that in itself and everyone's just general dislike of what you guys consider an annoying person allowed everyone to ignore
absolutely,
what
yeah,
was malicious behavior that was happening here. And so someone was reacting, because at the end of the day, everyone here on this panel, we are all just people reacting to things.
Right.
And we are
Yeah.
reacting. So like when you're sitting here saying it was tit for tat, like that's the troll, okay?
Right, and I
But
think-
did the troll
Ashley-
allow everyone to stop listening, to not hear
Ashley.
until we
Ashley.
heard something so awful?
Ashley,
Yes.
I will pay you to talk to me for an hour a week.
I agree that
You're good.
it was tit for tat at the beginning.
You're good.
Until Chewy took it too far. I honestly believe that, and I've told Sal that I did not like her. Therefore, I did not listen to her, and I was quick to go against her because I did not like her. And after I heard what I heard, I had to
Can
sit in
somebody
that
drop
for
for
a little
K-Mac?
bit.
Bella, can you come back up in a minute, hon?
Oh, I was gonna say I can if y'all want me to.
Yeah.
No. Okay, Bella's going to go down.
I had to sit with what I heard from Chewy before I decided that, that's not right. He needs help. And
Hello,
I had
K-Mac.
to say,
y'all.
I do not support him in any way, shape, or form because he went too far.
That was too far.
Thank you, Bella, for dropping for me. I just wanted to chime in on this conversation a little bit. Okay. So I heard somebody say like it was a tit for tat thing in the beginning, right?
At the
And
very beginning, I think it was. Yes.
I don't think it was. I think it was two people who maybe didn't like each other. I think that maybe their personalities didn't mesh or whatever, for whatever reason. I don't know.
Okay.
I just remember months and months ago, I remember Sal's not liking them, and I could see them not really jiving with her, like they weren't vibing.
Right.
And this was before everything started. Because I've given this a lot of thought, like how, where, when, like the timeline, etc. And then the very first thing that happens is I think Chewy and Sal's have like a disagreement on
a panel. Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
So they go kind of at each other. And I think that was maybe an equal kind of thing, right?
Right.
And then from that point, Rose sends her a homophobic thing.
Message.
saying-
Right. Okay, I'm with you. Yes, I agree with you. I'm with you.
So from that point forward, Sal's, and this is something that's very, very important to Sal's. And it's something like if you have to go into your soul and you think about like what are the most, like if you had to list the top 3 things in the world that are most important to you, this would be on Sal's list, right?
Right.
So
It's
if somebody
something
sends her,
she defends. I get it.
right. So if somebody sends her something like this and they're saying what they said, it immediately is going to wound her. And she is going to want to defend herself and her community and find out, like, okay, for sure, is it Rose and Chewy? Is that who it was, etc. So the more digging she did, she found out who it was and what they were about. And then from that point forward, it was mainly like she wanted to tell everybody, but nobody could hear her. Nobody was listening.
Okay, let
Nobody
me ask you a
cared.
question. All right. So, Sal, I just want to stay on the same page with you. So, and this is the way I see it. They had that confrontation on the thing. Rose was not in that confrontation. So Rose, because you insulted her man, sent her an insulting message on a backup page or a page that no one knew who it was. She had to find out who that page was. She found out that page was Rose's. Okay. So instead of her just saying, I found out who that page was, it was Rose and they're homophobic, blah, 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 blah. She then went a step further and went and found out their Facebook page.
Okay, that's not what happened.
Okay. This is why I want to have this conversation because I know I'm missing pieces.
Yeah, that's not what happened. She actually did exactly what you just said. She did tell people, this is Rose. It was a step-by-step process. She did go and tried to tell everybody, and she showed everybody the proof. She actually went on different panels and she would pull it up and say, this is what I was sent. This is how I found out it was Rose, etc., etc. Then Rose actually came out and admitted, yeah, it was me. I was mad. That was my man. I was defending him. And I guess instead of being, I don't know, like if I were going to defend my man, I wouldn't say something like that. I would defend him in a way that was a little classier, right?
Right. Well, I mean, that
But to each
actions
his
are,
own.
yeah,
To each
yeah.
his own.
All right. What happened after that? What was the next thing?
So then she was already suspecting that they were homophobic because of what Rose had sent to her, what Rose
Right.
chose to send.
Right. Right.
Okay, so then she went to, she got sent a that video that she played for everybody. That was sent to her. Okay. And then she noticed it was from Texas. That was the origination part of it, etc. So she went to Sparky.
Okay, wait a minute. So she got sent that song, that
Yes.
horrible song.
Yes.
And because she was sent that song, she automatically thought, oh, this is on their Facebook, and I want to know, or that
No,
song
she wanted to
originated from Texas,
She
or
wanted to confirm, was it from their Facebook? She wanted that confirmation before she said anything further. She did not want to make up stuff. She
She
wanted
wanted her
proof.
right,
facts. She wanted
right,
her
and
facts.
I'm trying to, yeah, I see that. Okay, so she
And
went to Sparky,
who
which was an
Sparky knew.
ex-friend of theirs,
Yes.
and said, hey, what state are they, or I know what state they're from, but what city are they in, is my understanding.
I think this is incorrect, but I'm just going to sit here and listen.
She's in the chat.
No,
Y'all
go
wanna let her
ahead.
up?
Go ahead and put in what's incorrect, because I'm trying to put that together and I'm missing pieces. I know I'm missing pieces.
No, I think
But
is
I'm trying
incorrect.
because I had it all wrong
Wait,
as
guys,
well.
Sal's here. I'm gonna drop if you want her to come up because I have to go jump in the shower.
Oh, there's
But
a box open. I mean, you can drop if you want to, Lenny.
oh
But
no, I
But okay,
I gotta go
I have a
take a
question.
shower.
I have one question.
I didn't mean it like that.
Welcome, Sals. How you doing?
Hey, Sals, before you say anything, can I just ask one question to everyone over here? Everyone in the
Yeah.
chat, everyone in the box. Why does it matter who sleeps with who? If it's a male or male, female, female, male, female.
It
Why?
don't matter.
it
It
doesn't.
doesn't matter.
But that doesn't make that freaking person a bad person or a good
No,
person. It's what's in
no.
their heart. So everybody needs to get the fuck over that part. I'm sick of hearing it. Get over it, y'all. It's not your business. If you're not sleeping with that person, don't worry about it. God
Absolutely.
damn it.
Let's let Sals take the floor. She wants to say something.
Yeah, no, any questions you guys have, I can answer. K-Mac, I appreciate you trying to speak for me, but it wasn't completely accurate. I don't
Okay.
want things getting twisted anymore. I keep offering to answer any questions, but there
Okay.
seems to be panel
Okay,
after panel
Sals.
after panel of people just like speculating, and that's why how rumors are getting out of control again.
Right. That's why I'm wanting the timeline, because people are I've had people ask me, and I don't know it.
When I made a timeline and I posted it on my page.
Baby,
I went over
90
it on Sheena's live. I mean, I'm happy to talk about it.
90% of people are blocked from you.
I unblocked everybody who asked me.
Oh, well, anyway, I'm
It's
sorry.
okay.
I
That's
might have
okay.
missed it. But so after you got the message from Rose, you found out that was Rose. And,
Well, what do you
then,
guys know up until that? Do you guys understand that this started way before?
yes,
Um,
well,
No,
it
but no,
happened.
way before. Like when it was Mimi. It was whenever Mimi had the thing about the scar on her forehead, and Bree dressed up as her. Okay, so Bree dressed up as her, and she put like a thing over her head that looked like her wrinkle, right? Well, Mimi
Right.
decided to say that that was from DV and cried, and
I
how
remember
dare
that.
you?
I
Okay.
remember that.
Okay, so and I went on Keisha's panel. Chewy happened to be on there, and Mimi, and I said a lot of people are questioning because you've always claimed that that line was from Botox, but now you're trying to like make, and I wasn't even friends. I don't even think I liked Brie at the time, but I'm like, you're trying to make Brie feel bad, but you've always said that was from Botox. So like, why are you changing the story now when somebody makes fun of you for it? It seems very opportunist, And I was like, I don't
Right.
want people to, let's clear it up now. So she just started, yeah, that was like, I think the second time me and Mimi ever argued. So this is way back when. And then Chewy was on the panel. He did not like, I guess, because she started arguing, I started, getting defensive back. I have the clip posted. He said, I don't like this, the way that you guys are, this should be done in private, da 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 da. Right.
Is that
So
when
then-
he told you to go back to the sandbox, or told you to sit down and then y'all had words?
No, I don't recall that at
Oh,
all.
okay. That was before. Okay.
This
I'm
is a
just trying
long.
to.
That's what people keep saying.
Well, I
Like,
mean,
oh, it's because he blocked me, because I got butthurt, because I wanted to be
no, I
friends
don't
with
believe
them.
that. I don't believe that.
Yeah. So that's why I want to clear everything up. I have clips of everything. I can back up literally everything that I say. So that was my first like bad interaction with him. And then a few days later, I know somebody had sent me a live and of Chewy's, and I tried to go in, and I was like, I was blocked. And I was like, okay. And I know Mimi had just become a mod. So I was like, all right, it's probably for Mimi because I got into the argument with her, whatever. And it was also around the time that Mimi came back with Naomi and was pulling fuck shit about saying that everybody else had something to do with attacking Sweetest Honey, and her and Naomi were innocent. So anyways, everybody was on the panel, Keisha's again, talking about that. And I said, it's really fucked up because like, I don't even go in Chewy's lives, but I got an invitation the other day and I went to go in it, and now I can't go in it because I'm
Can
blocked.
someone drop for Cooks, please?
And Mimi's
Sorry.
a mod. So Chewy was in the chat and he
Yes,
apologizes.
I want Cooks up here. I do
Drop.
want Cooks.
Someone needs to drop.
Chanel, can we drop you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
That's fine.
No, Chanel. There we go. I was just people
Sorry,
that didn't
Sals.
have an opinion. I was wanting.
Okay.
Go ahead, Sals. I'm
I can
sorry.
drop. I'm fixing to cook. I can drop because I'm gonna be busy. And so if y'all want to drop me for somebody else, that's fine.
Okay,
Hey,
we'll
cook.
do.
Don't
Thank
drop
you, Born.
Born.
Okay, babe.
Born, I hope
Love
you're doing
y'all.
okay.
Okay.
It's good right now. Stop.
We'll drop you
So
next, Born, if we need to.
Okay, I'll just be listening.
I got that. I got it, guys.
Go ahead, Sals.
You
feel
know,
like
whether or not you dislike Sal's, people in the chat that I'm looking at, whether or not you dislike her is not the issue here. The issue is we cannot, as women, allow a man to make a statement like that, whether it's towards Sal's, whether it's towards her sexuality. I don't give a damn. He doesn't get a right to talk to us that way. And if you can't band together as
It's
women,
not even a
I don't
woman
know what's
thing.
wrong. Yes, it is.
Cooks,
A
it
man
would have been
should
wrong.
never, a
It
man
would have
should
been wrong if
never
I said
threaten
that about
rape.
Sales. No,
Come
you're
on.
right. But it
No.
would have it
A
would have
man
been
should
wrong.
never threaten that.
It
Steph,
ain't
stop.
it's not even a man or a woman thing. It would have been wrong if I said it about anybody. It's wrong across the board.
I don't think
wanna
you saying that you were going to grape somebody would come out of your mouth, Steph. Come on.
No,
That's not what I'm discussing
but
here. I'm discussing the women in here, the
yeah,
internalized misogyny that I'm seeing.
well,
I mean,
my only
I
thing is
can't.
wrong, and it was wrong. What he said was wrong, regardless if he's got a pecker or
Yes.
not. It was wrong.
Oh, but a woman wouldn't say that. A woman's not going to say, I'm going to grape you. Come on.
No, but a
As
woman.
women, we shouldn't stand for it from a man. If he could be
Well,
that free to say that in front of his wife and daughters,
well, I
come
agree.
on.
I agree. It was 100%, 1,000% wrong.
Nah.
Okay, Sal. Sorry, baby.
I'm sorry, Sal.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I actually pulled up my my video recorder because, like I said, there's a lot of steps. Not my video, but I'm sorry, I just woke up. The video that I made for the timeline, I tried to put as much as I could in. So there's might be some parts in and out that are missing. I know there's a Katie Cakes part, so I'll try to remember when that was. Okay, so that was my first kind of interaction with him. Like I said, then I said, it's fucked up. Chewy blocked me probably because of Mimi, or Mimi blocked me because she was a mod. So Chewy was in the chat and he said, I'm so sorry. I overreacted. I unblocked you. Right. Okay. So I think we were fine until then. And then the Starlight thing happened when they first got the password for the Emma Rose account. I guess one night they were on live and Jameson was intoxicated and they were going into the fucking Facebook account on live. And then the next day, Starlight held a live and she referred to Jameson as why is this drunk girl accessing this? And then I guess there was some sort of insinuation when they were holding a panel streaming Starlight's live, implying that Starlight had changed the password or something. They didn't say it outright, but it was very close. So I was told about it. Starlight was told about it. I think we both kind of entered the chat at the same time, and Mimi was on panel. And so they were kind of like, why did you call Jameson a drunk? Da 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 da. And then Mimi added her and was like, the same thing could be said for you. And I was like, whoa, you guys, Starlight is an OG here. Like, you're literally streaming her live and disrespecting her at the same time. Like, not cool. And then Mimi started coming at me because, you know, of course, we don't get along. So I started defending myself, have all this recorded as well. And he says, all right, we're not going to have that fuck shit here if you guys can't, whatever. And I felt like he was reprimanding me. And I was like, this is bullshit. If Mimi can come after me and Starlight and I can't defend myself. This has nothing to do with Starlight, by the way. That was my opinion. I'm not dragging her in. Oh, which, by the way, rewind to that, the forehead thing, just so you guys know, her relative has the same exact scar. It's a wrinkle. Just want to get that clear. So let me see. Moving on. Hold on. Like I said, just woke up. All right. So yeah, Chewy apologized. Then the thing happened with Starlight. Then I blocked him. I said, you know what? If this is how it's going to be, fuck you guys. I don't like whatever. And I blocked him.
Hey, can I ask you stop and just rewind a second? You said whose relative has the same exact wrinkle, and how do you know?
I think it's on her page. I'm not sure. I've been posting it probably for over a year since she claimed it.
Okay.
I have the picture on my timeline. Okay. I made a post like, I don't know, a month ago, because she keeps talking about it, because she brings it back to that and says that it's a fucking scar. Yeah. She'll tell you a whole story about it. It's really sick.
Well, I know she'll tell you a whole DV story about it. I don't like Mimi either. So I mean, that's not even the case whether you like somebody or not. I was just saying.
I think. Oh, I don't want to say who it is, but her relatives is actually probably worse. Yeah.
But I was just curious how you knew her relative had the same wrinkle.
I think it's on her page. Like I said, I'm pretty sure somebody. I don't want to say somebody gave it to me because they're going to whatever. I can't remember exactly how I saw it or acquired it, but I saw it and was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the person's on like it's a post on her page.
Okay. So, I was just curious.
Yeah, not off the app. No.
I'm not reading the chat, by the way. I don't have my glasses on. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Well, I was just saying these are questions that come to me. So.
Okay. So there had really been no interactions that I recall between us after I blocked him. I guess them and Starlight, handled it right then. Everything was fine. And I never really went to Chewy's either, so it wasn't like a bother for me. And then after that, I wish I would have put the dates on this, but I can if needed. So after that was Naomi and Mimi again. They had joined forces again. They were going on panels. Naomi was claiming that she had my dox info and was going on live and saying that she was going to dox me repeatedly. K-Mac was actually on one of those panels. And Mimi even said, like, why are you saying that, Naomi? And she's like, I don't care. I'm going to do it. I don't care. So a couple of days later, and this was during Operation Cockroach, and, Gypsy was bragging about getting pages shut down. Well, a couple days later, Naomi's page got taken down. So I, again, have this recorded. I got up on the panel and I was like, the gens just told me Naomi's page got taken down. And I was like, I guess.
I remember Cajun Navy Jen saying she has your information and won't release it. I've never followed Naomi either. So I don't.
Yeah, no, that's a whole nother fucking new rabbit hole. And that's why I'm trying to.
Okay.
I really hope you guys will listen in. It's not because I want you guys to hear my story. They are starting shit again. This Cajun Navy Jen shit. Her and Mimi are teaming up to like fucking write history. It's insane. It's bad.
I heard Cajun Navy Jen said it a while back when the legacy stuff happened that she has your information and will not release it. That's when I heard it was the legacy era. Nope. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nope. I mean, she may have claimed it, but no. So anyway, so I was on panel. It was Keisha's. And I was like, yeah, I was like, she probably got banned for, threatening to dox people on live. And, but just a day or two before that, or sometime in that same week, the Facebook group had been taken down. Remember, it had like 100,000 members on Facebook or FB, sorry. And it had been taken down. And I believe Gypsy was bragging, right? She's going on Breeze and bragging about it happening. So, anyways, then a few minutes after on the panel, they were like, yeah, Chewy's page got taken down too. I guess on the same day as Naomi's. And I say, I'm like, oh my God, what, like, why? What happened? And they're like, yeah, we don't know, but his, his account got taken down. I was like, oh my God, whatever. So then, yeah, no, I had no idea, whatever. Then Mimi turned that into, I was celebrating getting Chewy's page taken down. That's what she started to tell Chewy. I think it was within the first few days. It might have been the same day. I got a message that Honey Floor was having a live, and Mimi was in it, and that they were saying that I was celebrating getting his page taken down. So I immediately went over there. Right, let's get this taken care of. And I say in the chat, respectfully, I hear recorded again. Have this. Respectfully, I hear it's being said over here that we are celebrating Chewy's page getting taken down. And like, I just want to let you guys know that's not true. Mimi asks me and says, don't bring your bullshit here. And I'm paraphrasing, don't bring your bullshit here. If you want to talk about this, come to my live later. So let me see, it's playing now. Hang on one sec.
Initially, it was this moment of praying for a miracle.
Oh, I hear that I'm teamed up with I'll read you guys what I said. Hey, respectfully, someone just said, you guys, I'm writing this, we're claiming a panel was celebrating Chewy's, sorry, I typed slow, Chewy's band, question mark. And like I said, I won't go through all of it, but then I have all this recorded. Honey Floor, Chewy, I think Chewy was on the panel, and Mimi, no, Chewy may not have even been. So she said, don't bring your drama here. And I said, I'm not bringing drama, just trying to clear things up. And she said to come to her page later. I think I may have even been muted after that. Let me see. And then the next thing. So it continued on for a very long time, her spreading this. And then if you guys remember, he said that he was banned for illegal activity off of the app. And Sparky and them had recently had the falling out. And the reason this is important too, the reason for the falling out was Sparky had contacted them and said, listen, Mimi is bad news. She's going to cause problems. She's going to cause drama. She's not going to be good for your, your page and, whatever. And they, basically said, it's our panel. We'll do whatever we want. And Sparky was like, I got to step back. They were still decent, I guess, but she's like, I got to step back because I just can't be a part of that. Well, Sparky had made a post about, what illegal activity off the app means. And I think she actually even referenced like the Facebook page and them talking about doing different things off the app, like to try to gain access to certain things. I can't remember the video word for word, but anyway, so she had said that. The next thing I know, Mimi is telling Chewy that me, Sparky, and Cella Lane are part of a group that are trying to take Chewy down. I don't even think I spoke to Sparky at that time. Barely, but I kept going. And again, there's more clips than I had, and I only put in like 1 or 2 of these clips of her going from panel to panel to panel, saying that I was taking them down. And then it turned into, if you guys remember, and Sheena knows, I reminded her, Pretzi said it. There was a live where she was streaming Sheena's live, and it was both sides. We were talking about the messages she had received. And Pretzi says at the end of that live, Sheena said, I'm going after Chewy and Rose next because I want their gifts or their gifters, right? So we're like, what the fuck? Sheena calls her on it. She says she never says that. We ended up scrambling. We found the clip. Play it for her. She says, oh, somebody said that to me in the chat. Mimi says, oh, Pretzi said that. It wasn't me that ever, but Mimi was the one who immediately started that rumor. She just kept adding to it. And the more people who would say it, she was like, yeah, see? So we're on a panel. I think we're talking about it here. Let me just make sure because I don't want to skip anything.
Like, Mimi, you're trying to isolate people from Chewy and Rose.
Right. Okay. So yeah. So Solon is actually telling Mimi right now, it sounds like you're trying to isolate people from Mimi and Rose because you're telling all of these people, or you're telling them that all of these people are coming after them. And I didn't even dawn on me until whenever I put this together, that the reason why she was including me with Sparky was because Sparky was telling them that she was, concerned about Mimi being there. I didn't even know Sparky, but she knows that I was saying that she was doing fuck shit. And I don't know why Cella Lane got brought into it because she was the main one who was like, at that time saying, no, Naomi and Mimi absolutely were part of going after Sweet as Honey. So it's like she was going after anybody who was against her, who she could target and get away from Chewy and Rose. So because that was the only panel at the time that would accept her, right? So I have a bunch of clips going through the whole thing. I explain, I'm like, why have you been doing this? Why do you keep telling people this? I can even play a little bit if you want me to. Let me see. This is Key's panel.
I don't think Okay, I just wanted to come up and bring some clarity to that. Mimi has been saying for days that there's some plan. I don't know who said it or who she said it, but that there's a plan to. I'm speaking. That there is a plan to take down Chewy and Rose next. I have a recording. I actually let Sheena hear it because I wasn't sure. I still don't know what she was saying, but Prezi was saying that. Sheena, yeah.
Don't worry, that's what Patsy told us. No. Y'all know I got the memory of a motherfucking elephant. Mimi, why would you sit up there and say that we were all coming to take down Chewy and Rose? Why did you?
It's like Prezi said she heard him.
No. Or no, she has lied. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, do you have proof of that? No, she doesn't have proof of any of it. And let me finish because I was talking to Pony on the panel last night. She had come up on AK's live and said that she
that's another part.
That other people had issues with Mimi. She thought it was
It
just
is.
had reached out to Chewy and Rose.
So because
let me know when I'm allowed to respond. I know this gets very long-winded, and now we're on to I could have responded
I'm not here to make accusations at you. I'm here to explain.
I mean, you are though.
Okay,
you've made quite a few false allegations and accusations so far. But continue with it.
Okay,
your proof is not the truth, but okay, continue.
It's recorded on video.
My genetic. Didn't you just downplay my domestic violence? My abuse that I went through.
No.
And you said that I had the same genetic scar as my sister, who is my stepsister, who I'm not blood related to. So how do we share genetics?
I don't know.
Crazy. But you can just invalidate the abuse that I've been through that you know nothing about, huh?
Okay.
Isn't it?
All right. Okay. Twinsies then. I'm not going to entertain your lies, Mimi. I don't care.
She's blonde with blue eyes, honey. We're twinsies.
Your wrinkles are. Sorry. Okay, can I just continue?
I want to say she's allowed to laugh and invalidate my domestic abuse.
See what she's doing?
Are you guys serious?
This is what else, Mimi?
What she's talking about here.
What else, Mimi?
Is what. Oh, you get to interrupt. I'm sorry. I was being quiet while you spoke.
I want to know because I went
so
in Key's
continue
chat.
with your story.
Last night,
remember,
and it's so funny,
the only abuse that matters is Sal's abuse.
Okay, so I went in Key's chat last night and I found it really funny because I was like hanging out there for a minute. I was like, let's see, because you've been making some accusations and I would be like, oh, she's going to come at me, right? Because I would be really upset if this was going on and you didn't. Why are you telling people that I know about your son's wife?
You, in a comment one day, were talking about my son's wife and my son. Actually talking about the relationship I had with my oldest son. Which to me is questionable how you would know anything about those things.
I've answered this question for you, Mimi, already. Please stop recycling.
Nobody's recycling.
We've had this conversation. It's because you talked about it online, but I've never said anything about your
I've never
wife.
talked about my relationship
that
with my older son with the stuff that you said.
You said it was strained. I have the clip because I said estranged and you said no and you said okay, more like strained.
You said very different things.
I have it all recorded.
You twist and you turn things is what you do.
This is not what this is about.
No, I just want to hear Sal's timeline, Mimi.
Yes.
Please, we can
let her tell her story.
Yes, I want to hear her.
I'd like to hear that too.
Just like she celebrated when Chewy was taken down, her and Sparky. And Sparky put up the video talking about how she got them taken down.
Okay, well,
can we listen
talk
to this?
about. Yeah, I want to hear her solid story, please.
If you guys want me to play more clips, I can that corroborate what I'm saying, but I do have everything. She will not be able to produce a clip of me and Sparky celebrating. Me and Sparky barely spoke.
Did Sparky take the video down?
You guys got her account banned. I don't know if she still has it.
Who, Sparky's?
The one that she posted that on, yeah.
Who got her account banned?
I don't know.
That got her account banned?
Someone got her account banned a few months ago.
Do y'all think it might be more productive if, like,
Lenny, can you drop her key, please, for a minute? Lenny?
I'm not here to argue, guys. I'm just here to like explain. I don't want to argue. I
What I was
seriously
gonna
do
say,
not want to
I just
argue.
really want to hear your story
that's what I was
from
gonna
start
say.
to
Maybe
finish.
you could, like, if y'all had
Respect to the law,
questions.
respect to the panel. That was not said on my
Okay.
live last night, Sal. So what are you talking about?
She twists things like she's doing here.
No, Pete, you didn't hear what I said. I said I went into your live last night and I've been seeing you making the claim that I'm saying something about your husband's wife or I know things about him. I would have thought you would have questioned me there, but you didn't. And I think that's really funny. She said it in Cajun Navy
Oh,
Jen's
what?
live. She said that.
Repeat that for me one more time.
She said in Cajun Navy Jen's live that she wants to know why I know about her son's wife or why I know things about her. So I said I went into your live last night in the chat and I thought it was weird that if she was making these accusations and being like, why does she know about my life? She would have asked me last night when I was in there. I didn't say anything happened on your live, Key. This has nothing to do with you.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
When were you in Q's live last night?
Matter.
What does it matter?
Mimi, I told you you had to put the bomb down the bowl because she was in there. She went, come on, panel.
It was at 3 a.m. when I was half asleep.
You were talking, I think. What does it matter? What does it matter? I was just asking a question. It's weird. Again, I don't
Okay,
want
and
to
I
do
asked
this.
you about it several times before
You guys,
that, but you're mad I
you
didn't
guys
ask
can
you
go
at
on a
3 in the
panel
morning
for
when I was
days and
half
days and
asleep.
days and say whatever you want. I don't care. I just want to be here to
Okay, don't
explain
you
if I
think this
can.
might be more productive if we could maybe do like a question and answer session for Sal's?
No, I would really like to get the rest of this story out.
Okay,
I really
I'll
would.
just sit my bitch ass
Nobody
over
has
here
heard it
until
from
that-
start to finish, K-Mac. I'm sorry. I'll answer questions
No,
after,
it's
but
cool. It's
nobody
cool.
has
I'm
heard it
sorry.
from start to finish.
Here's what
'cause
I
they
think.
refuse
Everybody
to
needs to mute
listen.
and let Sal's finish. Let Sal's finish what she needs to do. Everybody else needs to mute. I'm trying to be respectful to everybody on the panel, and I've been really quiet, So I just Sal's, if you can finish what you want to do, because I want to be fair on everything, because I don't agree with what Chewy did, and I want to be fair to what has happened.
Yeah. I'm going to continue to
I
play
also
this.
find it really interesting that Chewy has not been addressing any of this. He just sends his wife, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
to talk for him. And that has me twisted. Okay. Because he loves putting up stuff to poke at her. But when it comes to really addressing not just Sal's, all the women in this community that are disturbed by what he said, not a peep out of him, right?
Yep.
Because I'm furious at what he said. I
Actually,
don't understand. You come up and you make a thing. If you don't like what I said, go
Oh,
fuck yourself.
look
Really?
what Conspiracy just wrote.
Yeah,
He
actually, he
posted
put out.
something that said he didn't give a shit.
Yeah, he put out a video, Cooks, that said if
Yeah,
you
he
don't like it,
doesn't
F
care.
you. That was his
Okay, then if
response.
he doesn't care, then that tells me
Oh, y'all cool
he
now?
will get no defense from me. He will get no grace from me. Not an ounce of it. Because to me, the moment he said that he would have his way with her, that's when we were done. That's
Mm-hmm.
the moment we were done. And as women, all you women here, whether you're gay or straight, none of you should be okay with that. None of you should be okay with having a man in our community talking like that to a woman. Let's end this back and forth about her being gay, what she said, what he said. I don't care. At the end of the day, that man has no right to threaten violence, talk about mapping out where she lives and how he would get there, how long.
Mm-hmm.
What? Are we okay with this as women?
Not
Or
at
is it
all,
just when
but
it or,
I'm
or is
not
it
gonna
just when it
cook.
applies to you?
Not at
Huh?
all. I'm
Yeah,
not
I'm
gonna
sorry.
lie. She
Nah.
was the one looking for where they lived first.
Nope.
No,
I
Yes.
don't
no.
care if she
Yes.
did it first.
They're
She
trying to
doesn't
say,
have the
oh,
power to go
they're
there
trying
and
to
Pete,
say
physically
she
hurt
pushed
him.
them. They're
stop
saying she
saying that.
pushed them.
Yeah, she
Fuck
pushed
that.
Sit.
him. Yeah, she pushed him.
Sit.
She wore that mini skirt to entice him, huh? Get the
Y'all
hell
out
out
of
of here
here.
with that rhetoric. I'm over that shit. Nah. And some of you in the chat, let me see one more damn tomato. I'm tired of this nonsense. Can we have an adult conversation? Go ahead, Sal's. I'm sorry.
Nora, I'm
Continue.
not saying I speak for you. Come on now. You want to think it's all cool what he did? Fine. All right.
Mute
All right.
Gypsy Toe Blanket. Mute her right
Yeah,
now.
she's off.
It's done.
I'm
It's
I'm
done.
tired of it. Stop it. Grow the hell up. We're trying. Get up. I'm watching. Could somebody mod me, please, just for the day? I am Amy Jones. You are all people that follow me. Unfollow me right now. Block me. I don't ever want to see you in my life or in any capacity. I am so angry at you women. I cannot believe in this day and age that this is happening. You guys don't even realize the internalized misogyny that you have. But since he's not doing it to you, it's okay to throw those tomatoes at her, right? Listen, I have no
Now,
respect for you
cuz.
women. Nah, come on, stop, Key. Stop.
Cuz.
Stop.
This is getting
Hey.
wild.
I can't, man.
Nah.
Yeah.
We're talking about a man threatening to rape a woman. Come on, man. That should have never came out of his mouth. He's got a wife and
Exactly.
daughters.
And I
And the
agree with
fact
Come
that
that.
on.
Mimi would actually defend that, I don't understand.
She's
When
not
you
defending it.
I'm not
Mimi was saying
defending
it
it,
was
but
wrong
y'all
the
are
whole
just
time.
fucking crazy.
Every
What
Listen.
he
single
said
person in
is
this
wrong.
community said that it was wrong.
she
Yeah.
defended
Let's
it
get back
until
to where Sal
everybody
started
else.
this.
Okay,
When
but she
hold
defended
on,
it.
I'm not. Hey, straight up.
God.
She's
You
defending
guys
it.
a
She upset
question.
one saying
Say
Hold on. Let me
somebody
talk for a
robs
second.
a bank. Yeah, you do it,
I'm
and then
not
I got
white
an
knighting
example.
for nobody. Straight up.
she's
Sal's
defending him, Key. I've seen it.
still. Hold
She
on,
says,
Sheena. Hold on, Big
all right,
Sheen. Sal still cannot confirm who sent her that Facebook post from months ago. She still hasn't told anyone.
Nor
This
should she have to.
alleged. Hold on, K Mac. Y'all not finna do this. She still has not confirmed that. First off, I don't. All these troll pages. Sal's was on my panel. That was in Keisha's panel. That was my panel when that Scissor Sisters page came in. For all we know, it could have been her.
Key, do you understand that it doesn't matter?
It could have
None
been
of this
you.
was warranted. I don't care. The punishment doesn't fit the fucking crime here, okay?
There you go.
And yes, Mimi is excusing it. Now she's
I'm
changing
not
it.
Nobody is
excusing it.
excusing what was
Nobody
said on
ever
that Discord
excused it.
phone
Don't
call.
put
No,
that on
wait,
me.
y'all need to hold on.
Don't
Wait,
put
no,
that
hold
on
on,
me,
Mimi. I got it.
Sheena.
Can't hear you,
Don't
guys.
put
I got
that
it,
on
Mimi.
me,
Hold
Sheena.
on, Mimi. I got it. Y'all talking about all of us excusing what happened on that 7-hour phone
No,
call,
just
but y'all ain't
Mimi.
hold on, Sheena.
Oh,
Y'all
I
ain't
haven't
penalizing the
excused it
women that
once, so
sat
you
on
ain't
that
gonna
phone
do
call for
that.
7 hours. Hello?
Mimi just say she has the entire call.
No, where did I say that? Or are you putting more shit in
I
my
said,
mouth?
I said,
I
did
said
you
you need to release it.
I don't
Release
have
the
it. I
entire
don't
thing.
have it. Slayer
Then
Wolf said
have
she
your
does.
buddy Myra too. Slayer Wolf never said that. I messaged her today and asked her that. She never said that.
I thought this
Have
what we
your
said. Oh my
friend
God.
Myra put it out.
She doesn't want me to speak because she doesn't want you guys to hear
Have
what's
your
actually
friend
happening. This
Myra
is how
put
she
it
muddies the
all
waters.
out.
She's
No,
not my
I can
friend.
go ahead and speak. Speak all you want. That's all you do. That's
Yeah.
all you've done for a fucking year now, bro.
And
It was
nobody has
On Chewy,
listened.
on
multiple
me,
Hello?
on
people on
Nobody's
that phone call
Shut
for
listening.
up,
7 hours
K-Mac.
who ain't said nothing about that until all of a
Let
sudden.
me ask you, there's 300 people in this room. Let me ask you guys. Okay, man goes out and he robs the bank. Absolutely, he's guilty of robbing the bank, right? It's a bad thing. He robbed the bank. Terrible thing. He's guilty. He robbed the bank. Horrible thing. Does it matter if maybe he was put up to doing it? Does it matter if his kids were held hostage or
Oh my God.
Okay, let me ask y'all a
context
question.
matters?
300 people in this room. They all heard the same video of Chewy making the threats. Before everybody had the outrage, Mimi and Dank both defended that man, saying that Sal's pushed him to do it.
They actually
Period.
defended him after the grape comment
At
and
no
after they
Yes.
point
heard the
we
Discord
defended
call.
that
I have it
man. At
posted.
no
Yes,
point
you did.
defended
You're a
that
I have it
liar.
man and
posted.
said
We
what
Yes,
he
listened
you
to it
did
did.
last
is
And it's
night.
on
okay.
video right
Never
now.
did.
Yes, you did.
Never did.
Well,
What
I can
I
prove
said
it and I
I
will.
stand on. I can see all of it. I see what he did is absolutely gross, wrong, disgusting. I want nothing to do with that, but I also see what Sal's did. and how much she pushed and how
What
much
exactly
she
did I do?
continued
Hey,
and how much she kept going, how much she harassed them, how many times she looked
Can I
into their
please ask one
family,
question
how
to
many
the
times
room?
she posted the inside of their home and
Mimi,
made fun of the inside of their
Can I ask
home.
one
Oh
question
my
to
God.
the entire room? Has anyone ever seen or
No.
heard me threaten them? Ever?
Never.
No. Mm-mm.
I wanted
Many lives.
She's only tried to tell what is happening to her. That's all she's ever tried to do. And Mimi, you have done nothing but defend him, even up to hearing his last phone call. And then when you heard the outrage going on, you changed your tune. But at first,
Her changed my
yes,
tune.
you
I
did.
said what he
Yes, you
said
did,
was
ma'am.
wrong.
Yes, you did.
But I still say the same thing. I want to hear the entirety. Context matters, and if it doesn't matter to you,
No,
that's on
context does
you.
not matter when a man says
Slayer
shit
won't
like
let you
Exactly.
that.
have it, so
Context never
apparently somebody
matters.
else recorded it too.
Well, that's rich, Mimi, because I wanted to hear context too. And I was a PDF supporter, according to you, right? But I've sat
You
down and watched your
are.
comments today, and you have said
Tina,
over and
didn't you
over,
just call Cooks a
you
PDF
said
last week?
Sal's got what she wanted. Yeah, he was wrong, but Sal's got what she wanted. Or
She
yeah,
is
he was
getting what she
wrong, but
wants.
Sal's
She
provoked him.
is getting
And
what she
somebody has
wants.
screen recorded this. And if we need to go
She
back,
did
roll
push
back through the
it.
comments and pull your
She did
comments,
continue
yes,
it for
you are
for
defending him.
months and months.
This
They
is who
tried
Mimi
to
is,
not talk
everyone.
about
This is
it.
Mimi. Y'all have Mimi up
Yep,
here
they
on a panel.
blocked
This is
her.
who she
They
is.
blocked her. She continued it. She went live to live talking about them, pushing them. They did it back and forth continuously. She is not an innocent victim that didn't do nothing, and he just attacked this innocent bystander. He's not the man down in the Puerto Rican lake that just attacked two women for absolutely no reason.
Respectfully, I think that Chewy and Rose have been defended by
Why the
this
hell you
community
mentioning
enough.
Puerto
If I
Ricans,
please can
man?
have just
Leave us out of
a
Because
it.
it just
moment to
happened. It was actually
give
He's
sad.
not Puerto
my
Rican.
side. This is so unproductive. Rose and Chewy have been
Okay,
defended for 4 months.
Well, the
okay,
bottom
I want
line
to
is
know
she
when.
needs you to be discredited, Sal's. She needs you to be because she's dirty as hell in this shit and she knows it. And that
Knows it.
shit's coming
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Because the truth
I made
comes to
him
the
do
light.
this. You're right. I made him do this. You're
I
right.
need.
Oh, but
I
she
need.
defended
It's
it.
my
I'd like to
fault
get back to
somehow.
those timeline. I'd like to get back to the timeline of her timeline anyway.
I don't. I know it. If we can, if we can please, I'll answer any questions respectfully. But if Mimi and Key start doing this, like, oh, wait a minute, please. Again, everything that I'm going to tell you guys, I can play you a video for it. Okay. If I can't, I
Okay,
will
so
say I
when
can't.
at what?
But I can
All right,
prove
everybody
everything.
mute.
All right.
At what point did you go looking into their Facebook?
I need to get there, please. I want to this because
okay.
because he keeps.
I didn't know where we were.
That's okay. That's okay. He keeps changing the story depending on what fits the narrative. So it's been first it was that I just picked up that he was gay because he's a man, and then it was I was pretending to be gay, so I could go after them. I guess on behalf of Gypsy Rose. I don't know. There's been so many, and now it's they blocked me for months, and I was butthurt. Like there's been so many different things. So that's why I need to go through this to make you guys realize that he had a negative view of me from the start because of fucking what Mimi.
That didn't mean you had to message what's her name, Sparky, to try to find out where they live.
My fault they didn't like you.
Girl,
No, but I have a question, Mimi. Is it your fault that you pushed your DV abuser? Is that your fault?
I know you're going to sit up and shut the fuck up.
I'm just
I know
saying,
you're going to
if
shut the
it's
fuck
Sal's
up.
fault,
I
is it
know
your
you're going to
fault?
shut the fuck up.
Is it your fault that you pushed?
So then it's
You are a dirty fucking
I'm like,
cunt.
waiting.
I'm just asking.
We on that
Words and messaging are much different. Words and actual abuse.
Someone in the chat asked, and I thought it was worth asking.
Words and actual abuse. Fuck you, K-Mac.
Okay, okay.
I'm
By
just
something
asking.
close to your forehead, girl. Pipe down.
I know. I
Fucking
decided just
mother.
because I thought maybe it was radio, so I went back
Yeah,
and looked
no,
and
I
see where I was
heard
supposed
you,
to
but
be
I
at.
did not hear her.
Yeah.
Words
So I
equal
was like, okay,
abuse
it's not
now,
volume, so I
guys.
went and looked where I
Words
was supposed to
equal
be.
real life
It
fucking
said to be on the
abuse.
register.
You dirty fucking
It's been kind
cunt.
of, it's been kind of bad. Like we even haven't had anybody on the register.
Calm down, Mimi.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey Sandra, this is Heather. Where would you like me? Gotta double check that.
Moon, you're not on mute. Moon, I don't think you want us to hear that.
Okay. I'll go out and check on you if you don't mind. Yeah. I know you said you liked it here.
Yeah, I don't mind it here.
Okay, I'm gonna go check things for you then.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Hey, Moon, you're not on mute.
Yes, ma'am. However, Sylvie is in the room right now.
Moon,
Hold on.
moon,
I gotta go,
moon,
y'all. But my only question is,
moon. You need to mute because you're Dios mío. talking. This is white. We should
Moon.
use
Okay, I will
AirPods.
go do that right now.
You need to
I
mute.
can't
You
mute
need to
her.
mute. She's the host. You
Moon.
can't mute her. I know.
Yeah,
Moon.
Mooney.
Hey, I'm gonna call her phone so it'll.
Yeah, somebody text her if you have her number.
Yeah, just text her.
Yeah.
my
But I
only
hope
question
that people
is,
can see the
Sal's.
irony.
Come
Can
on.
I ask Sal's a question?
Yes.
And Big Sheen,
There
you
we
get
go.
off
Oh, we
mute
got
too,
it.
since I got you here.
Oh, Lord.
What'd you say, Key?
You and Sal's, can y'all get off mute?
I'm
Like
muted
nobody.
because
Like
I don't
there's
want
no
to
line.
interrupt.
Oh, I was like, there's no line, there's no nothing out there.
Moon, you need to mute.
There was nobody there except me.
Moon.
Moon.
Mute.
We're saying in the comments that we should go to a different panel because
I
this
just like
isn't
I don't
going
even
very
know
well.
if
I don't know.
Yeah,
Saz, can you
I want to know why
unblock
y'all
me,
not
please?
everyone that
Yeah.
everyone that heard everything.
Can we do just one at a time talking and let's get through what we got to get through? Because it's not going to be productive if everybody's yelling at each other and keep going at each other.
Yeah,
And
I
then
agree.
save
Okay,
the
so
questions for the end of it. That way that,
I need to leave. So
Okay,
if
Mac,
I
do you want to
if
open a live, honey?
yeah, I'll go live. Y'all want to come over to my live?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Hang on, K-Mac.
Okay, let's just go on over there. How about
K-Mac.
Yeah.
Wait,
We're going over
do
there?
it.
Cooks, what is going on?
I cannot do it with Gypsy Toe and those people.
Yeah.
Like I'm just not going to be able to.
just
They're
block
going to
these
attack other
ridiculous
people in the
people.
comments.
No, stop blocking people.
It's not a matter
We
of blocking
will.
people. Just mute them. If they're going to be
Yeah,
doing
for today we'll
nonsense.
mute.
Key,
So
you're the first
the
one to tell people to shut the comments off because they're distracting.
that
What's wrong with muting
They
somebody
can be
that's
there,
being
just
an
have them
idiot?
muted. They can be there, just have them
yeah
fucking
that,
muted. Please, it's just going to be
that's what
they're
we'll
trying
do.
to attack and deflect, just like fucking Mimi. They don't want to hear the truth because they,
K-Mac, I can
he
help
doesn't
you.
want to
stay
have
I
to
can
here?
help you
wrong.
mine, K-Mac.
Send in here.
why
Yeah, we
don't y'all
can.
just stay here and everybody mute and let
It's
her
only
finish
15
what she's
minutes.
got to say?
Moon
Plus,
needs to mute.
That doesn't know she has a panel right now. I don't know what's going on.
All right,
Well, I
let's
think
go to
she's unmuted.
K-Max.
Hey, when I called
I
her,
turn
did
the
it pause
comments off
her?
to have the conversation when people are looking at the chat because I don't really look at it.
Well, exactly. People are looking at the chat here
Okay,
too.
but people should
Muting
be able to have
somebody
their opinions
isn't
as
a bad
well. Why is
thing.
everyone
Because
Opinion
people
is
do it.
one thing. Throwing
Because it's
tomatoes
Oh
is
my
another.
god! Oh
Key,
my
come on,
god!
man.
if I
Let's
want
go.
Tell
to
an
be echoed,
opinion
K-Mac,
they
I'll be
have
willing to
done.
help you,
It's
honey, today if
nonsense.
you want.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
trying to
go.
go on somebody
Sal's,
else's
I'll mute.
platform so
There's only
everyone
one
can
way to get
hear.
the truth out, and that's
Yeah, let's go.
Any
I'll
color
go
people
live.
allowed
Let's
to have the conversation. But bye, y'all.
So she had design of just
I have to go. So if I and Sal's, I don't like to leave any man behind, but this
I
is
know it's okay,
just
Sheena.
way
It's
too
okay.
much for my
I
ears right
know.
now.
I understand.
But I have to say this: the fact that Sal's is still sitting here having to explain herself blows my mind.
the first time you just
So
I'll never
sad.
understand that. she shouldn't
So
be on
why
the
are we not
defense
talking to
here.
her, but we're
And,
making sure we talk to me?
you know, for those
That's
who
what I'm saying.
stood on this loudly,
Moon.
mad respect due to you. You know, I'm having a
I
hard time
know.
wrapping my
Every
brain
day I
around
wake up and
her
I get
having to keep defending herself.
it's
I don't
so
get
damn
it.
sad.
And
It's
if you
so damn
don't
sad.
see dangerous behavior when it's in front of you, I don't know what to tell you. I just don't.
All right, well, I guess we're gonna go over to K Max. She's live. I love you, Sheena.
No, that's what I was gonna do.
I'll
but
try
I
to
didn't
do
know
good.
if I
I'll
wanna save it or
try
read them
not
real
to be
fast, and I
stupid.
totally forgot to put it in
If
my
I can let
notes.
them get to me, I'm not gonna let them get to me.
Like in your phone.
All right, I'll see you guys at K
Your
Max.
safe password, does it let you?
I do face recognition, so I don't have to do passwords. Yeah, that's why.
I don't
I'm
think
like,
everybody's gonna go there.
I know most of it, but it's like I can't remember
Oh
the number that I
man.
put in. I'm trying to figure that out. I know I had a number.
I've tried calling her and I can't get her to answer, and I don't want to just leave. Moon, you're not muted in this whole time. Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
Moon. Dead good. There. Stop barking. Moon. Moon. Star. Look, I'm gonna try to call her real quick. No, she's there. But I don't know if she's got it turned down. I'm trying to call her. Hang on just a second.